Yo, what's up? Happy Thursday night. If anyone shows up, who knows? Takara plum wine. We're gonna put a dent in this. Alexa, play notification.
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. You're subscribed and save orders for dog food and shipping soon. You can make changes until March 17th. Just go to Amazon.
It's a big
click on
pour.
the menu, and find subscribe and save.
Alexa, go home. I don't want to hear all that. So yeah, we are going to chill out on the lanai. I have a very professional setup. You are on a camera tripod with a phone attachment that allows it to stay vertical. I mean, I have gone all out here. I'm not effing around at all. So we're gonna stick you here. And let's see, I hope I can do tilt. That's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah, leave the door open, it's nice. Why not? Oh, hey, here I am. Okay, you can kind of see me, I guess. But then I'm gonna have to be able to see the chat. Oh, there's Elsa. Elsa, you gonna come out? Elsa, come out. Come on. Cheers, plum wine. Thanks, Dawn Champion. I'm actually doing this on my phone. I've done some other vertical live streams where I just streamed vertically from my PC. Elsa, you can come out here with me. This actually, this tastes better than, I don't know, doesn't taste too bad right now. I'm gonna have to be like in a certain mood to drink this, I guess. I'm not quite sure. There we go. Let's see. Live chat, all messages are visible. Okay, all right. So I'm just gonna sit here and sip on my plum wine until I have a reason not to. How's that? That's what I'm gonna do. Had a good day today. Today was the first day I was able to take off my my compression stocking I had on my leg from my vein ablation. I was actually able to take a full shower. It was wonderful. I was actually able to go to the gym. That was wonderful too. And if you're in here just for the hell of it, think about hitting that like button. It will generate more activity for the stream. Thank you very much. Someone just did. I really am not that familiar with the controls with the phone. Pin to live stream. No, we don't need to do that. Plus, start. Oh, I can start a poll here. Nice. Okay. Start a poll. Are you? Sorry, the phone's drinking. Oh wait, nah, never mind. It's kind of hard to do on the phone, especially when I have the phone on a tripod. So I have to reach up and touch the phone. So I'd rather not. It's a nice day outside. It's let's see, 76 degrees. The humidity down here has been much less severe this week, which is wonderful. When Dawn was here, she was complaining about the humidity, and it was bad humidity. When she was here, it was almost like summer-like humidity, unfortunately, for her. This week's been great. This is like the winter weather that made me move to Florida. Low humidity, temperatures in the 70s. It's pretty nice. Murray, hey, what's up, buddy? Sorry, I'm gonna have to come up and lean forward whenever I see a chat come up. What's up, Marie? I'm hoping one of my moderators shows up in case this gets out of hand. You never know. Because trying to moderate on the phone is a pain in the ass. I know from previous experiences. I was in on Roger EUC. He was live streaming from his Tesla today. He's on his way to a some race in, I think, around Vegas somewhere. And yeah, he was streaming for a little while, and he's streaming from his phone. And just like it's happened to me in the past, he got he had a several waves of just trolls that came in, because vertical streaming gets shown in YouTube short feeds. So there's a possibility that you have someone pop in that's just there to, oh, not you again, dude. Come Blaster 69. You were in Roger's stream, man, and I had to give you a timeout then. All right, dude. I'm gonna have to put you in. I'm gonna put. Okay, I can moderate you pretty good. Okay, Come Blaster 69. You are now in a 5-minute timeout. How things post procedure. Went running today, first time this season. I have a lot of work to do. Oh yeah, good for you. I'm glad that you can run, Robert. I don't even entertain the idea of running anymore. Just my knees are too bad. I'm doing pretty well post procedure. I went to the gym today. The weird thing is like if I cough, or even like I sneezed today, that wasn't good. I can feel pressure in my leg where that vein is now closed off. You know, it's kind of a weird, uncomfortable feeling. I don't think it's abnormal, but it is kind of weird and uncomfortable. Hit the like button if you guys are here. Just do me a solid and hit the like button. I'm drinking some of Dawn Champion just posted a video on Telegram. I'm drinking some of Dawn Champion's plum wine that I bought for her visit. That I've drank way more of it than she has. Chris Sigic's here. Hey, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you here. And Richard Guy, you feel you on the feel me on the messed up knees. Yeah, I have. My right knee has been scoped twice. Volleyball related injuries. I like meniscus damage. It was scoped once, and it didn't do a really good job. I got scoped the second time. And I mean, all in all, I'm doing okay. I mean, I play pickleball 3-4 times a week. I still play beach volleyball once a week. Because when I had this scoped, I remember the guy that did my surgery said, "Hey, man, you better calm down with your activities. If you don't, you're going to have a replacement knee by the time you're 50, or knees." I'm 56 and I still don't have replacement knees. So good for me, right? Good for me. And I ran 3 half marathons after he told me that as well. Chris is good. You had a great ride on the patent. Oh, you're in the patent? Oh, you have a patent, Chris? Okay. If I knew that, I forgot that. Spartacus, yo, what's up, buddy? Time to see knees over toes guy? What is that, Russell? I don't know, something's going over my head. I'm surprised that this is going down fast. I mean, it could be a good thing. I mean, it'll help me empty out the plum wine. It's going down pretty easy. Easier than before. It's a channel that strengthens your knees and ankles. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I do a lot of stretching and stuff, and I do a lot of strength work for my knees. I mean, I do weight training on a regular basis, so it's not like I ignore it. I also have the additional issue where I'm bow-legged. Those of you that see me ride, a lot of people ask me, like, why is it that your legs like hardly touch the wheel? It's because I'm bow-legged. That is why. So, and that doesn't help your knees either. All right, what do we got? 14 viewers, only 6 likes. Come on, guys, hit that like button. Yeah, he puts out good content. Richard Guy says, okay, cool. Russell says, I'm into regenerative medicine, which involves a lot of manual self-therapy. Yeah. Well, I mean, I take glucosamine chondroitin. Is that regenerative? I don't know. Do a lot of stretching. You know, the older I get, the more important it seems to be to stretch, for sure. That's where it's at. Which field? Which field? Oh, Richard's asking Russell this. Okay, that's fine. In fact, I just blew my rotator cuff badly, and I'm going to build it back without surgery. Yeah, well, I've heard nightmares from shoulder surgery. You know, because the shoulder is such a complicated joint that many times after surgery, you know, if I've heard multiple people say that they've had issues with scar tissue. Scar tissue gets in the joint from the surgery, and then they don't get the range of motion. They still have pain. Yeah, shoulders are not anything to mess with. And I've dealt with shoulder pain off and on. When I played volleyball a lot, like after playing a tournament, my left shoulder would be dead. I mean, I couldn't even raise it. Luckily, that seems to have gotten better with time. But yeah, I've dealt with bad shoulders. I've dealt with elbow pain when I was a pitcher, and knee pain, of course, and lower back pain, sciatica. The joys of old age. Richard says your climate there helps a lot, Duff. Yeah, it definitely doesn't hurt. It definitely does not hurt. Russell says never had knee problems, and I'm 57. Oh, good. Good for you, dude. That's nice. E-Border. Hey, what's up, man? E-Border, I believe you're in the UK, right? Russell says, I fixed my tennis elbow after a few times. I got it from hammering in lacrosse too hard, but Eastham, Guoshang, and Eccentrics will fix you for good in a month or two. It's interesting you say that. I had problems with tendinitis, and it could have been classified as tennis elbow, maybe, I guess, in both my forearms, and it was related to calisthenics. You know, in my early 40s, I was really big into calisthenics. I was doing tons and tons of bar work, lots of gripping, lots of pulling, and I was having horrible pain in my forearms. And I actually got rid of that through just stretching. Like, I tried all kinds of stuff, rest, cold, heat, ultrasound or infrared or something like that, all kinds of stuff. None of it worked. And I actually got rid of it through stretching. If you look at my channel, there's like a 2 or 3 minute video that all I do is just demonstrate what I did to fix it. And it's basically just holding these stretch positions, each one for like 20 seconds, rotating my hand around, doing this and this and this. And that fixed it for good. And I still do it today. Like every workout I start on a cross training machine, and I do these stretches. You know, it takes me about, I don't know, 5 minutes to get through them all. And I've never had it reoccur. So I am a big believer in stretching. Chris says, my knees are crap. Lots of clicking. Yeah, when I get up first thing in the morning, there's lots of popping and clicking and all that kind of shit. Click the like button if you don't want to, or if you don't mind. I guess Army did me in. Oh, I'm sure, man, but not much pain. Weird. Richard Guy says it's the mileage abuse, not the age. Yeah, I guess it depends on the situation, right? Russell says the re-injuries were just stupid, drunken falling down stuff, and it was back when I was in my 40s. Well, hopefully I don't get drunk and fall down on plum wine. Can you guys hear how quiet it is here? So I have this nice little backyard out here. I can actually turn the camera because I'm on a tripod. You might not be able to see it though through the screen. But I have this nice little backyard there. That hedge right on the other side is a sidewalk. And over there is a sidewalk as well. So if someone happens to be out walking their dog, they will probably hear me talking. But, you know, too bad, so sad. Russell, yeah, you gotta focus on making your fascia bulletproof first. It's boring, but it pays off long-term 150%. I believe you. Robert says, I get it. I don't marathon any. Oh, I don't think I knew that you did marathons, Robert. That's hardcore. Don't marathon anymore. I keep it to 3 mile loop tops. Usually run sprints after, not today. Try and get it in 2 to 3 times a week. Yeah, good for you. If you can do it without injuring yourself, it's good. I mean, I ran seriously for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. And I've never enjoyed running. The act of running was never enjoyable to me. What I used to enjoy was the sense of accomplishment after you complete a run. Like this is hard. You feel miserable, especially the first couple miles, man. Until your body gets acclimated, the first couple miles are always the worst for me. But once you do, then you kind of get into a groove and it's a little easier. But the best feeling for me was when I would complete the run, and that was really the feeling that was the feeling that motivated me to run, because the act of running just isn't that fun. Russell says, "Yep, that's why we call it prehabilitation instead of rehabilitation now." And I've never heard that term, but that's good. Preventative. That's very smart. Okay, I'm almost done here, so we're gonna walk back inside and pour some more. I think I might do a bigger pour. Thursday night. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow will be the first weekend in 3 weeks that I don't have a guest here. It was fun having guests here. And obviously Dawn was tons of fun. Okay, here we go inside. My buddy and his fiance were tons of fun. So I did a lot of drinking and stayed out very late. How do you like this up there? I added this, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. It's just ambient light. It's an LED bar that I can change the color. I can have it cycle. Right now I just have it going solid blue, but I kind of like the effect. What do you guys think? And I actually bought another one of those for my office. So when I'm live streaming and stuff, I can have it going. So I thought that was cool. All right, reloading. Don't drink plum wine like this unless you're home. That's my suggestion. We're gonna do a big pour. Okay, Elsa, Elsa. Elsa. Hey, Elsa. Where are you, Elsa? Okay, I'm gonna just run to the bathroom so I don't have to do it later. Elsa, hey. Where'd you go? Why are you hiding? All right, Elsa's hiding. All right, sorry about that. I know it's very rude of me to go to the bathroom, but shit happens. All right, here we go. Through my humble abode once again. Whoops. Oh, we're pointing. Why are we pointing that direction? Let's point it that direction. Okay. Here we go. Outside. Hopefully, you're not getting motion sick. And we will set up here again. I'll get it as close as I can so I can read any comments, and you can hopefully hear me okay. All right. Okay, Pinoy Triathlon from Australia, right? With bad knee and lower back, I had to stop triathlon and enjoy UC. Yeah, I think I only did like 4 or 5 triathlons, and only the sprint distance, not long ones. That was enough. And triathlons was much like running. I enjoy triathlons the most when I was finished with them. And the training was more intense. Obviously, you had to do training bricks where you're combining at least 2 of the elements. A lot of times I would ride bike and then swim, or swim and run. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Russell says, yeah, the gym guys here are always talking about prehab. All right, well, the gym guys here are not. Greenwave says, blue LED for relaxing, orange for energy. Okay, I did not know that. I've had it on blue lately, so I guess I'm trying to relax, right? I need to relax. Russell says, I wish more people viewed EUC as mobility devices. Well, I know Dawn sure does. they could really open up access for a lot of people who otherwise couldn't walk or ride a bike down the trail. Green Wave, hello, Duff, and peoples of the stream. Hey, what's up, buddy? Russell says, people look at me like I'm stupid when I suggest some disabled people would benefit greatly from access to EUC, especially with a seat. Yeah, did anyone see that video of, it's a guy that's, I assume it's in China or something. He's at a movie theater and he has on his Apple Vision Pro headset and he's riding a unicycle of sorts. I mean, it's a one-wheel balancing device, but it has a handlebar. And it looks like he's in a movie theater. He like picks up his popcorn and he rides away. Kind of reminded me of a scene out of Wall-E, except the guy wasn't super fat. Russell, anyhow, I'm getting to try Valium to get the second order stuff, and it's making me more chatty than I want to be. Works great, can't wait to be off it. Sorry, blasting chat. Oh, I don't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Chris, my nephew busted himself up pretty good the other day, not listening to my warnings. Cut out the wheel with no knee protection. Ouch. There than his knees. He good. Oh, other than his knees. What kind of wheel was he riding and how fast was he going? Chris says the LEDs are legit. Yeah, they are. Ratman Murray, who happens to be a channel member, I can tell by his name being a different color in the chat. My uses are mobility for me. I have a dodgy hip, scoliosis, so back and neck issues. I can't walk 20 meters without pain. Really, Ratman? Or Murray, I don't know that you told me that it was that bad. That sucks. Oh. Plum wine is kicking in, I think. Richard Guy, yeah, likewise. EUC has been a game changer. I don't know how many of you guys did. I know some of you were in the stream on Tuesday night, where it went for 3.5 hours, which is insane. 3.5 hours it went. But like all of my, well, not all of them, all of my PEV live streams, I turn into podcasts. And usually I will listen back to them in podcast form because it's interesting. I actually pick up things that I didn't pick up when the stream was going on. And yeah, I thought that was a good stream. I think there's only 300 views on it so far. It's too bad because I think it's a pretty good stream. And of course, having Dawn there added to it, and Marty and Roger, and that whole stream came to be because I heard about Dawn's stream she did last weekend, where I was the subject matter quite often. Richard Guy, what percentage is the wine, Duff? I don't know. I will, when we go back in to refill again, I will let you know because it's still going down pretty quick. Murray says, my doctor can't believe how I can get around on my wheels. Yeah, that is true. I mean, if you're having that kind of pain, I mentioned one of my issues was sciatica. I was having terrible sciatica. 19 live stream viewers, someone hit the like button, please, so we can get the double digits on the likes. Terrible sciatica for a long time. And several months ago, I figured out what it was. I have this, someone just liked it, thank you, appreciate it. I have a gel-infused foam mattress, but I had underneath it a conventional box spring. And what was happening was when I would lay on a portion of the bed that was over like the middle of that conventional box spring, it's a king-size bed, so it's 2 twins. If I was laying anywhere off the edge of that box spring, I would wake up the next morning with debilitating sciatic pain. It just, whatever, it let my back sink into a position that was just painful as hell. Like for the first 15 minutes when I would get up, I could hardly move. It was terrible. But what came to me one day, just out of the blue, I'm like, oh shit, I wonder if it's the box springs. So what I did is I just bought a solid platform for the mattress, for the gel-infused mattress. problem's gone. I don't have that issue anymore. I don't wake up in horrible pain with sciatica ever since I put a solid platform under that mattress. I mean, and I was dealing with that for, God, a couple of years, I bet. Sometimes problems are not as complicated to fix as you would think. Okay, what we got? Murray says, my doctor can't believe how, okay, you already said that. Chris Sijic, oh, is a T4, oh, a T433? Yeah, because the T4 beeps, because I think the top speed on the T4 is 36, or it'll beep, right? It'll, I'm trying to think, I made my T4 beep before when I had one, but I thought the projected top speed was like 36, 37 on the T4. Going down to 33 with no knee protection, that does not sound like a good time at all. Russell says, he tells him that the EUC does all of the work, actually making sure to calibrate or funny things happen that aren't funny. And they seem to kind of understand them, okay? Russell says, again, building your core up like EUC requires is gonna do nothing but help you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like when I was learning to ride EUCs, it felt like I was working hard, but now that I know how to ride them, I don't feel like I work that hard. Really the only exception to that is when I rode the California trip with those guys and you did the Mount Baldy. Riding off-road is difficult and challenging, physically challenging. And then and I still deal with foot pain. Like when Wayne, Dawn, and I ran the swamp, we were going very slow. But our feet were hurting because it took us like 2.5 hours to get through that place. Robert says, good point regarding mobility device, believe it or not, but I can't ride a bike. I develop shoulder issues pretty quick. Really? So what, the leaning forward on a bike? Interesting. Yeah, again, when I was doing triathlons, and I still have the bike, I just haven't been riding it lately, but I have a road bike, and I have aero bars on it. If you know what aero bars are, they allow you to lean forward, and you get your arms kind of in this position. It makes you more aerodynamic. You're leaning forward, but there is pressure on your shoulders, obviously. So I assume that's what you mean. That position is not comfortable for you. Alucard Resol. I accidentally busted a nut on a random bird that couldn't fly, sir. Okay. We are gonna have to put you in a timeout. Now I know how to do it much easier. See you later, buddy. Russell says, I did the same thing with my ghost bed. Once we got a hard frame for it, the thing was bliss. Yeah. I've been very happy since I made that change. But I still rely on Unisom to sleep, though. Unfortunately, every time before I go to bed, I take one Unisom, and the reason for that is if I don't, I will wake up at between 3 and 4 in the morning, and depending on what's going on in my life, I will my brain will click on, and I can't fall back asleep. And if I take a Unisom, it dulls that response, and I can stay asleep. So I know I would rather not take a sleep aid, but it's better than not sleeping well. So let's see. Russell graduated to the adjustable vibrator, and man, you will never go back to inner spring. An adjustable vibrator. That sounds pretty crazy, man. So a vibrating bed. You don't have the bed vibrating while you're sleeping, I hope. Russell says, as your form improves, so does your energy efficiency. Yeah, that applies to all physical activities. Sure. I'm still learning to light touch the guitar so I can go faster. Light touch the guitar? Okay, I might be missing something there. Robert says, great find on the sciatica. Yeah. Yep. Great find on the sciatica. I just, when I find problems, I do try to find a way to address them in many facets of life. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not. So this stream is titled an AMA, which stands for, some people might not know what that means. AMA means Ask Me Anything. So if there's anything that you would like to know, feel free to shoot it at me. Doesn't mean that I'm going to answer it necessarily, depending, but I will try to be as honest as possible. I had an annoying situation, like as I've said many times on videos, I play pickleball. And me and my ex, that was one of the things we used to do together. We play pickleball, and a lot. I mean, we played pickleball together for, I don't know, year and a half, 2 years. Lots and lots of pickleball, and we weren't together that whole time. But since we split in December, I haven't spoken to her. Haven't really seen her. Haven't spoken to her. Don't play pickleball with her anymore, which I don't think she's happy about. Because a side result of that was the bunch of guys that I play with from work chose that they would rather play with me than with her, and I don't think she liked that. But I found out that she was trying to recruit some of these guys to play with her on days that I wasn't playing. Because not all the guys know like what went on, really. And so one of the guys told me that they were playing with her. It was supposed to be today, actually. And this is one of the guys that didn't know a lot about the situation between her and myself. And he said, yeah, we don't have enough. Do you want to play? And I'm like, I laughed and I said, no. There's a very good reason that I don't play with her. There's a very good reason that I don't speak to her. And I just gave him like some 10,000 foot details. You know, I'm not going to go into details with what went on, but it was enough for him to say, "Oh shit, man, I really don't want to play with her. I don't really like people to do that kind of thing." So he is not going to play with her anymore. So he was removed from her potential playing partners, and I don't feel bad about it at all. Should I? I don't. Let's see, Russell, the frame does. It's got a timer. Oh, the vibration? Okay. Chris says it will beep, but it seems that Bugatti doesn't have the best warning gaps between beeps and the drop. No, it's true. That's definitely true. That's my consensus. Yeah, I mean, if you want something safer, get a veteran wheel. Murray says if you don't ride for a few days, then ride again, you can feel it. People think riding EUC is lazy or easy, but it is quite a workout. Well, it's funny. I remember one time, Robert, actually, this was on Facebook. I remember you shared a story, Robert, where someone, because this happens to me too. He rode by someone, and they said to him, "Oh, that's cheating. You know, riding an EUC, that's cheating." And I think Robert's reply was, "Cheating death, maybe." Which I thought was a great reply, because, you know, obviously just an average Joe is not going to be able to hop on one of those things and ride it. So I've been waiting for someone to say that to me, and I was going to use that line, but I haven't had that situation yet. Russell, why is pickleball so popular? It was in gym class when I was growing up, but then it seemed to just appear everywhere. I originally thought pickleball was stupid when I first heard about it several years ago. I thought it was something that only old people did. I saw videos of it, and I'm like, I mean, the court's small, the ball, it looks like a wiffle ball, it's loud, and I dismissed it. I totally dismissed it. But then me and my buddy from work, we decided to start giving it a try, because another friend of mine was already playing, and it's just, I don't know, it's fun. I mean, it's a combination like with tennis. You know, because of a strong racket and the ball, the speeds of the ball are really, really fast. The court is very, very big. With pickleball, with the way that the equipment is designed, I mean, you can hit the ball hard, obviously, but in many cases it's not so hard that you can't react to it. Like if you watch high-level pickleball players when they're up at that line, which is called the kitchen line, going back and forth at high speeds, it's crazy. It's crazy, the athleticism, and it's definitely no longer a old person only game. Oh my God, I have 2 miles from me is like one of the biggest pickleball facilities in this area. It has like 65 courts, and there is all types of people there, young, old, a lot of hot women too, by the way. But pickleball is popular, and it's a kind of thing that it's the kind of game that it's easy to learn, hard to master, and those are typically some of the best kind of activities you can do. Chris says, do you get the performance itch? You seem pretty chill on the wheel. Do I get the performance itch? What do you mean? As far as going fast on a wheel? I mean, my overall riding speed has increased dramatically from what it used to be. You know, I'm consistently riding in the 30s. Now, having Dawn down here, I mean, Dawn's very comfortable accelerating hard and maintaining high speeds. Like if I get up to a high speed, the fastest I've ever been on a wheel was, I don't know, 47 miles an hour wheel speed, which is fast. But I mean, Dawn's been up into the 60s wheel speed, so that's a lot faster. But Dawn's also has a history of racing motorcycles, where I think she said her top speed ever was just under 170 miles an hour. So you know, she kind of has a little bit of a unique background there. Unless you're totally referring to something else, Kurt, as far as performance kick. I might have totally missed it. Goose Pancakes. Can anybody inform about what the discussion is about? This is an AMA. If you're not familiar with what AMA stands for, that's Ask Me Anything. So the discussion is about whatever comes up. You ask me a question. You want an opinion on something? I'll do what I can within reason. Green Wave. Why do they call it pickleball? I'm not quite sure. I know pickleball originated in the 70s in, is it Northern California or Oregon? I don't remember why it was called pickleball. I know the court is almost the same size as a badminton court. I do know that. And at one point I probably did look it up, why it's called pickleball, but I don't remember the answer to that. Humble Schizo, that's a win. I'm not sure, what's a win? Are we talking about my discussion about my ex? Yeah, that is a win. Oh, Chris, as far as performance, fast jumps, hard turns. Well, like I said, to me, 40 miles an hour plus is fast. You saw that, or maybe you did not see. A few weeks ago, I did the steps at the Greenway. It was 26 steps. If those of you saw the initial video I shot with when Dawn came here, it's a pretty funny moment, and no, it was not planned. We rode into that park, and I showed her the set of 26 steps, and I said, yeah, these are the steps I did. And she says, okay, good, let's do them. I'm like, no, I don't want to do them now. There's people on this walking down the steps. I'm like, no, I don't want to do it right now. I was on the patent. And she said, okay. I said, okay, let me ride down to the bottom. And then when I'm at the bottom, there was no people around. I said to her, okay, have you ever done this many steps before? She says, no. I said, okay, well, there's a smaller set of steps that you can try first, you know, because me wanting to be, you know, cautious, and I didn't want Dawn to hurt herself. I said, come on down here, and we can do this other step first. And she's like, okay. And of course, if you saw the video, she went down the 26 steps easily. So, and that was the most steps she'd ever done. Dawn is like that. She will act first and think later. Much like her impulse to want to pet alligators as well. Not the best thing. Let's see, Murray, pickleball sounds better than turnip ball or pumpkin ball, and squash was already taken. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Like I heard about pickleball for years, and I never had interest. And now I have, I probably bought at least 15 paddles since I started. And I have, I think in my bag I carry around like 8 paddles. I just bought one for my buddy actually today that I didn't need, but I did it anyways. I've been on a buying spree since I found out that my income taxes are not going to be terrible. I'm actually getting money back, and I thought there was a potential that I could be paying in like 5 figures, and that's not the case. So I'm trying to think everything that I bought recently. I bought an M10 Mini, which I talked about on the live stream, which is supposed to arrive next week. I bought a new helmet. This is a helmet that Tommy, EUC Vibes, did a stream about, the LS2 Valiant 2, I believe is what it's called. It seems awesome. You know, like right now, I have my Scorpion EXO, and the reason I bought the Scorpion EXO, Marty had it first, was because it had a chin bar that you can hit a button and release it. But then the chin bar sits up on top of the helmet awkwardly, and like when you're riding and stuff, it catches wind and it looks stupid as F. And it's heavy. That helmet is heavy. But Tommy just bought this LS2 Valiant 2, and he put it on. He was demoing it. It had all the cool features that the Scorpion has. It has a drop-down windscreen, sunshade, drop-down sunshade, and its chin bar, when you release it, it goes all the way around to the back of the helmet. It almost looks like part of the helmet. It's not awkward at all. It doesn't catch wind out there either, and supposedly it's very light. So that sounded like a great option. So I bought one of those. I bought a 8 terabyte SSD for my computer. I have an 8 terabyte platter drive in there now, which is slow and annoying. Kind of slows me down with video production and stuff. So because that's where all my videos sit. So now I have an 8 terabyte SSD that I put in tonight. I bought that. What else? Oh, I posted on my social media these custom pedals for the patent that I was going to put in. They were from Chris Clark, from Clark Pads, but they were like prototypes, like the first patent pedals that he was putting out there. And I tried to install them, and evidently there's a couple things about the way that they were designed that they don't work correctly on the patent. They don't engage the racketing mechanism on the pedals, and also they don't accommodate the built-in toe pads on the patent either. So those aren't going to work for me. So I'll be sending them back to Chris. And instead I bought the E-Rides patent pedals, which are cool, which is what I have on my Sherman now. Again, they come with those those yellow accents, but I'm going to paint them orange just like I did on my Sherman S. So yeah, that's coming. What else did I buy? A lot. Let's see, I bought a little thing for Dawn that she doesn't know about. Don't tell her. Shit, I think there's something else big that I bought, but I can't remember what the hell it is. Probably because of the plumb line. It'll come to me. So anyways, yeah, I've been buying stuff, and also I will probably, I'm on the list, not on the list, but I'm supposed to be next to get the ET Max demo that is in New York City. Ronan has it now. I was chatting to him on Telegram today a little bit. He has it now, and I'm supposed to get it after him, but he said that Mickey actually is going to be riding it for a little bit. I don't know if Mickey's going to actually do a video or not, but he's going to be riding it, and then I guess I will get it after that. So I will have the ET Max coming, and if I like the ET Max, I will more than likely buy an ET Max as well. And if I do that, I will probably sell my KingSong S22. So yeah, that's my plan. I have so many plans. So many plans. I thought there was another plan too that I'm not thinking of right now. Yeah, plum wine. When we go back into refill again, we'll check the alcohol content of the plum wine. If you just popped into the stream, do me a favor and hit the like button if you don't mind. It's totally free. So we have more chats. Let's see. Pickleball. Pickleball sounds better than turnip ball and squash was over. Okay, got it. Chris says, laugh my ass off. She probably would be the one coming around the corner with a saddle on a gator riding. Yeah, I think I mentioned that in my live stream that like if Wayne and I weren't there, I mean, she might have legitimately tried to like interact with the gator, like pet it or touch it or whatever, and that's just, it's not smart. It might be fine, but it might not. And if it's not, I mean, gators are strong. You don't F with a gator. Greenwave typed in, why do they call it into search bar? Pickleball was the third autofill. Oh yeah, so what was the reason, Greenwave? I'm curious what the answer is. Murray, I had never heard of pickleball until you started it. It seems to be catching on here now. It's the fastest growing sport in the United States. So it's yeah, I mean and I actually have a pickleball YouTube channel called Pickled U, with just the letter U, that I've been meaning to give more attention to, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I would like to, because the pickleball audience is huge compared to the electric unicycle audience, for sure. Much bigger. What's up? EUC Lifers here, and you guys are really taxing. This taxes my vision. EUC Lifer, what's up, everyone? Not much. See, I'm sitting still. I'm not streaming from the Tesla like Roger was. Like Roger was getting all kinds of shit for driving and live streaming, which, I mean, I get it. You know, it's not the safest thing to do. He had the Tesla driving on autopilot, but then eventually I guess he ignored enough prompts that it disengaged autopilot for him, so he wasn't happy about that. Greenwave, Duff, do you own any Bitcoins? I only have fractional Bitcoin through Robinhood. I have a Robinhood investment account where I have stocks and I have some digital currency. I have some Bitcoin. I have some Ethereum. I have some Dogecoin. I have some of that. Any you guys, let's see. Did I talk about that in the live stream? No, I didn't. I just wrote about it on my blog. Any of you guys read my blog? I'm curious. Unless you're like a Facebook friend of mine, you probably wouldn't. But like my blog is at blog.duff.net, and in that blog I talked about how over the weekend I had some random person text me that was they said they were looking for friends, and she sent me her picture, and of course a gorgeous Asian looking woman, and my friends were down that weekend, so I was doing this with them. It was like a team effort, and I was kind of toying with her to see if I could get her to reveal exactly what she was after, you know, because first she just said that she was looking for friends, and then I sent her a fake picture and I gave her a fake name. And she said, "Oh, you're so handsome." And I sent her a person that is not handsome. But she and I told her, she said she was in her 30s, and I said, "Oh well, I'm in my 50s." "Oh, that's a perfect age for me." Wow, imagine that. But anyways, I mean, I was back and forth with her for a long time, and she wanted to get me onto Telegram. That's always the step that a lot of these scammers will do. They want to get you off of text and onto Telegram. Maybe because it's less traceable, probably. But I tried to waste as much of her time as possible. But eventually she asked me about my crypto holdings, and she asked if I could take a screenshot of my crypto account. So her end game was to try to scam me via crypto in some way. And I eventually told her that I knew she was trying to scam me, and then she called me an asshole, and there was no more niceties after that. But I thought it was very funny. Very funny. She said and there's three different names in the conversation. Originally, she said her name was Rose, and then when she messaged me in Telegram, her name magically became Rita, and I asked her, "Why is your name Rita now?" "Oh, that's just the name I go by on Telegram because I don't want people to bother me." But then her actual username in Telegram was like Secret Girl 98 or something like that. So yeah. So just a quick tip: don't give anybody any information that reaches out to you on the internet. That's a good rule to go by. So that's the long answer, Greenwave, to do I have any Bitcoins? Murray, riding a gator, Chris? No. Isn't that funny the way that Dawn says that? It is funny. And evidently I've made her very self-conscious of it now. Sorry, Dawn. Greenwave says, the name comes from, oh, we're talking about pickleball? The name comes from crewing, rowing. A pickle boat is the last to finish in a race and is normally comprised of a randomly put together crew. This reflects the nature of the game being a combo of sports. Okay. Yeah, because you see pickleball players, I mean, you can have good pickleball players that have a tennis background, that have a racquetball background, and even a ping pong background. That all of those sports can be helpful in pickleball, for sure. The other thing is, though, pickleball can be surprisingly risky as far as injuries go. There's tons and tons of people that hurt themselves playing pickleball because it still is stop and go action. You know, you can rip a knee, hurt your back. There was one woman that I played with a couple weeks ago that said that she was going back for there's a high ball she was trying to hit overhead. She was backpedaling and she lost her balance and she fell and she broke a vertebrae in her neck doing that. So there is definitely the potential for injury, and especially with older people that are playing the sport. Where am I? She was a he, most likely. She was a he who. Oh, and that the scam. Yeah, probably. Oh, I forgot to tell you. In Telegram, once we were in Telegram, there was she said, okay, let's do a video call. She wanted to do a video call. I'm like, oh, okay. So she did a video call, but I didn't turn on my video, and I saw her, and it was an Asian female, but not the picture. I said, well, you don't look. She could hear me, but she couldn't see me. I said, you don't look like your picture, and she said something like, don't be disrespectful, and hung up on me. So and then she texted me and said, it's you know, with video. What did she say? The video, the definition is not as good as a picture. It definitely was not the same girl. It was very entertaining. It really was. W. Send the chat. Hi. Don't say anything annoying, buddy. Russell Zauner. Pickle boat reminds me I want to start the sport, but there's a long list to try and get on a, what's that? A dragon boat team? I don't know what that is. I don't know. If you just dropped in, do me a favor, hit the like button. Thank you. Russell says, but being in Portland, Oregon, we have a lot of them. Okay. Green Wave. It said the first game was played on a badminton court. Right. I think I said that. Using ping pong paddles. They are kind of like ping pong paddles. And a wiffle ball. Sometimes you just want to sport. Yeah. But the paddles, I mean, the technology in the paddles has increased greatly, and the cost. I think the most that I spent on a pickleball paddle was like $330. And this just gives you an idea of like how crazy into pickleball I am. There's a paddle that came out, I don't know, a month or so ago. Has some new tech. The big tech on this paddle is the face of the paddle is made out of Kevlar. Like for a while, a lot of paddles had the face of carbon fiber. Well, this one's made out of Kevlar. And evidently it's super, super popular, so popular that every time they get stock in, it sells out in like 10 minutes. Because I was like on a list to notify me when they come in, and I would get the email saying, oh, good, man, we got some paddles. And I'd go to the website, up, sold out. And it happened to me 2 or 3 times. I was annoyed. So that paddle sells for $199. I actually went on eBay and bought a paddle from someone that bought one and just resold it on eBay for $100 more. So I paid $300 for a $200 paddle. For no good reason other than addiction, I guess. Yeah. PJ Wares. Guten Abend, Erdorf. taking a break from trying to fix a problem with cups on, oh, CentOS? Fun. Are do you run CentOS on your workstation, or what do you run CentOS on? CentOS is a Linux operating system for those of you that don't know. Russell says, world-class badminton players are sort of terrifying if you've ever watched a match. I have. I've seen high-level badminton, and it's crazy. Like I've seen rallies that went on forever. I mean, just insane rallies. And I've seen high-level squash as well. Same thing. It's crazy. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know that it's interesting enough that I would want to play it, but it is crazy intense and physically difficult. Is this my second or third glass of this? Second? I've lost track. I'm starting to get warm too. Maybe it's from the plum wine, I'm not sure. I might have to move this inside with the cool blue LED light so we can relax. Yeah, I think we should probably do that. All right, let's do that. Let me blow out this candle. We're gonna move inside. I'm gonna refill the wine again. And some of you might recognize this position because this is the position where Dawn was when she was acting like she was at her house during the live stream, which actually fooled a whole bunch of people. They really did. Oh man, I'm gonna have to pee again. Damn it. Okay. So, all right, here we go. We're walking. We're gonna set this here. We're going to put that there. We're gonna put that there. We're gonna quickly look at the plum wine to see if it shows the alcohol content on here. It feels like it's significant. 12%. 12% alcohol by volume. I'll be right back. So it's definitely a higher content than the King and Jack I normally drink. This will probably be the last glass though. I mean, I'm doing big pours here. I mean, it looks like I'm over halfway down with that. So that's really solid progress. I'm happy with that. So let's move. Okay, let's move. Ooh, shit, sorry. Let's go over here. Because this is the couch that she was sitting on when she was acting like she was live streaming remotely. Okay, here we go. Better, cooler. Yeah, I think that's definitely the last glass of plum wine. Where are we? Chris says, I don't know. Filters nowadays can do some miracles. Yeah, that's true. I don't. What are you referring to, Chris? I don't know. Everyone uses filters. When I live stream with Dawn, there's a filter on StreamYard you can use, which I think I've demonstrated before. That kind of just smooths you out. Like if I put it on max filtering, like my face has no lines on it whatsoever. I kind of look like I have like 5 pounds of concealer on my face. There is no filter now, I don't think. Yeah, filters can be a little scary, especially like if you're relying on online pictures to give you an idea of what people look like. you could be really disappointed when you see them in person. Spartacus says, I would have trolled the scammer too. Great fun. Yeah, it was kind of fun. It was fun. Murray says she would wrap it in a fuzzy blanket and carry it like a baby. What are you talking about? A gator? Yeah. And again, if you guys saw my last stream, I did buy the fuzzy blankets that Dawn recommended. And I let her pick colors. I got 2 colors she liked. Is she coming back here? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But if she does, I will have the fuzzy blankets. I have a towel bar and a full-length mirror, which she requested all these things, as well as the plum wine and spicy nacho Doritos. She requested a lot of things of me. I mean, she didn't request that I do any of that stuff. It was just suggestions. Pinoy Triathlon. How much is a good inexpensive paddle? A good paddle that is inexpensive is probably, you can get one for like 90 bucks. There's a paddle called the Vatic Pro Prism that I recommend to anyone that's looking to get a decent paddle without spending a fortune. The Vatic Pro Prism is a very good value at $90. I mean, you can get introductory paddles for 20 bucks, but they suck. PJ Wares sent us, it's your file processing server using a program called Twist. I've not heard of Twist. Russell says to PJ Wares, CentOS, have fun with that. I feel your pain. Enterprise Linux, especially CentOS. It's always hit and miss with solid printer support. If they want RPM based, tell them SLED exists. Russell, you've retracted 3 messages. What did you say, man? Turbinator, I got a question for you. Do you have any other expensive hobbies? Along with my EUC addiction, I have a car addiction as well. They interfere with each other at times. That's a good question, Turbinator. I have a 3D printer hobby, which is expensive. At one point I had 12 3D printers when I was really selling a lot of stuff in my 3D store. eucarmy.com/store. I still have the store open. It was closed for almost a year between when I moved. Did you guys know that this is like the 1-year anniversary of when I closed on the house? Again, in my blog, I saw that today. This is I just had closed on the house and I just had started the process of moving a few small things over here and figuring out how I was going to make it all work, because the move was a mess. It was a mess. Originally, when I made the commitment to sell my house, that was when I was still involved with my ex, and she was gung-ho about it, and she was going to help me along the way, and yay, and instead she abruptly got out of the relationship and kind of left me holding the bag. She helped me a couple times with the process, but I basically did everything myself, everything. And when it came time to move, she was in Colorado on a ski trip with another man. So she's such a great person. Did I answer your question? Oh, well, yeah, that's a hobby. For a while, drones were a hobby. I still have 2 drones. I have a DJI Mavic, and I have a, why am I forgetting the name of it? Skydio. I have Skydio 2. Which I have not flown very much. I was really into drones, and then that kind of got killed. My love of drones kind of got killed when back in 2015, I was on a road trip with Cindy, and I had my drones with me. And you can see there's videos about this on my channel if you just search like drones or Yellowstone on my channel. We were on a Western road trip, and I had my drone with, and I flew my drone in Yellowstone Park for like, I think the video I posted on YouTube, the video was, I don't know, 1.5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, a very short video of me flying in a remote area of the park. And like 4 months afterwards, or 3 months afterwards, on Christmas Eve of 2015, I got a call from a park ranger in Wyoming that informed me that it was illegal to fly drones in Yellowstone, and I was gonna have to pay a fine for this. And it was, again, you have to watch the video. I'm not gonna go into the detail here, but the long story short, I wound up paying about $1,000 fine for flying a drone in Yellowstone. And I was really, really pissed off about it. And it sucked. So that kind of soured me on the drone hobby. I mean, I've been into RC planes before. Let's see what else. As far as expensive hobbies go, cars. I've had a bunch of cars. I had a 69 Firebird convertible. I had a 71 Chevelle. I had a 71 Buick Skylark convertible. I had an 88 Corvette. I had a 90 or 91 Ford Probe GT. And my most recent cool car, I mean, my Teslas are cool. My Teslas are my favorite cars. I've had 3 Teslas. But my most recent like muscle car, cool car, was my 2005 Chevy SSR, which those of you that don't know what that is, it's like a retro truck. It's like kind of based on like a 50 Chevy truck, but it had a Corvette motor and a hardtop, a retractable hardtop, which was super cool. And mine was a 6-speed as well. So yeah, no, I've been into cars as well. I've had a number of hobbies. PJ Wares, I think CentOS is just a watered down version of Red Hat, is it? Okay. I've messed with Linux over the years, but never for a prolonged period of time, and never seriously, because my job has always been Windows-based, Windows Server. You smoke Broski 420? I don't smoke. I do have a medical marijuana card. But if I'm going to use that, it's usually edible, so I don't smoke. But the edibles are nice, right? Kind of chills you out, helps with swelling, helps with sleep. I don't do it very often though, but I have a bunch of it here, but I don't do it that often. Russell says, CentOS is literally a community managed sanctioned clone of Red Hat. What did you say? Oh, Arhel, is that Red Hat? I don't know what Arhel is. That's why it's such a pain in the ass and why I really avoid it. Just tell them to pony up for the RHEL licenses. I'm not sure what that is, unless it's for customer tests. Murray says, the volume is low in this end. Can you move your phone closer? I guess. Pretty close now, man. You're gonna see all my wrinkles and shit. Russell says, it was just blabbery that only the CentOS guy probably would have wanted to hear. Okay. Talking about CentOS. PJ Wares, curious stuff. When that plane went down on I-75, did you hear or feel it? No, I did not. I think it happened less than 5 miles from your house. I was at work when that happened. And it probably wasn't more than 5 miles, but no, I didn't hear or see anything. But it was a traffic cluster F. It closed down 75 for the greater part of 2 days. So yeah, that was a mess. Crazy. I guess they had a dual engine failure. Did you guys ever see the movie Flight with Denzel Washington in it? My buddy that was down here last weekend, he recommended I watch it. In that movie, I don't want to, well, it's an older movie, so I don't care if I spoil it. In that movie, Denzel Washington is an alcoholic pilot. And he's flying, he's drunk while he's flying. He took some cocaine to sober up, but he's drunk while he's flying. But while he's flying, there's some sort of failure, hydraulic failure on the plane that sends it into a steep dive. And during that dive, the only way that he came up with to escape the dive was to actually flip the plane inverted, because it was pointing down. When he flipped it inverted, he was able to keep the plane in the air, and then he crash landed in a field. I don't believe it's based on true life, thank God. Yeah, I'm not sure why I went there. I guess because of the Naples airplane crash. But yeah, if you haven't seen Flight, it's an interesting movie. My buddy thinks that Denzel's character is like a heroic figure, but I kind of don't, because he's a drunk guy that does cocaine. Murray says, I usually check your blog, but been a bit slack. How can you be slack on my blog? I mean, I'm back full force with all my stuff. Like when I was with my ex, like my ex didn't like any of that stuff. She didn't like the blog. She didn't like YouTube. She didn't like Wheels. She didn't like pretty much anything that I had as a hobby. And I kind of just like buried all that stuff, right? It's smart. I'm so smart sometimes. Very, very smart. She didn't like any of that stuff. But I now obviously am doing it all again. Like my blog, I used to have it private, that only you had to register to see it. Now it's public again. I don't give a fuck. Because she had a lot of secrets. So, like the truth was her enemy. So she didn't like that I had all this stuff where I talked about my life on the internet. Chris, it's because they don't want us to find Bigfoot. Sure. I just got a message from Larry Zarkov. I don't know. I wonder if he knows that I'm streaming right now. Well, I can't really tell him because it'll mess up the stream. Greenwave. Wow, do park rangers really have nothing better to do? This situation, again, you got to watch the video. Just search Yellowstone on my channel. You'll find it. This park ranger was a prick. It's freaking, it's New Year's, or I'm sorry, it's Christmas Eve. And this guy called, I got this number from a Wyoming number, which I didn't know what it was, 6 times. 6 times he called. He would never leave a voicemail. I didn't answer it. And then like the 7th or 8th time he called, I'm like, yeah, what's up? Why are you calling me? And then he went into his spiel. And he basically entrapped me because I didn't know that drones were illegal to fly in Yellowstone. He said, oh yeah, did you fly your drone in Yellowstone? And my original thought was maybe he wants like the footage or something. He wanted like permission to use the footage in something because I've had that happen before. I didn't think anything about it being illegal. I said, yeah. Sometime back in September, because I didn't, and like he asked like for dates and like location of where I flew, and like I don't really remember specifics. But he used me saying that stuff to basically entrap me, and yeah. Watch the video. Really pissed me off. And I think it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I got another letter from these MFers saying that it never paid my fine. And that's another series of just ridiculous bullshit. Basically, they messed up and gave me the wrong court case number. So my payment got applied to another case, my payment for the fine. They effed up. But they're sending me a freaking letter saying that, hey, you owe money and you better pay, blah, 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 blah. So I had to actually go in and find, I couldn't find the canceled check because the banks don't keep them that long. It was like 7 years later. Luckily, I could get them to send me the statement that showed that the National Park Service in Wyoming cashed the check. But watch the video. Those MFers, oh my God, it pissed me off. The whole situation was ridiculous. And again, it was all based on this guy on Christmas Eve that had nothing else to do but to harass people. And because it basically made my Christmas like shitty. Like when I first heard this, because he originally said, oh yeah, you might have to come out to Wyoming and sit in front of a court magistrate. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? What? Oh my God. I was beside myself. Like for the next 3 months, it was like always in the back of my head. Like, am I gonna have to go to jail? I mean, I'm a government employee. I mean, what the F? Hey, if you're just coming in the stream, hit the like button, FYI. Russell, be careful when you are on federal lands. They will seize your stuff, guilty or not. If they feel like it and the law is guilty or not, they don't have to give it back. Dumb but true. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Like once this happened, I did some research on like other situations in Yellowstone, and I guess the ban came about because people were doing stupid things. Like someone crashed a drone into Yellowstone Lake, and then they asked the park ranger to help them recover it. Someone crashed a drone into a geyser, and it dropped to the bottom of the geyser. It was never recovered. And then they were saying that, oh wow, the battery could cause permanent chemical changes to the geyser. And then finally, someone was flying a drone around like a herd of bison, which was near a geyser, I think, as well. And the concern there was the drone could scare the bison and cause them to run or stampede or hurt someone, which is legitimate. It could have, but it was just a few people doing stupid things, which caused them to ban drones from national parks. Because that ban went into effect, I believe, somewhere around 9 months prior to when I flew, and I didn't know about it. And the park ranger on Christmas Eve said, "Oh yeah, we have signs posted." I'm like, I didn't see any signs. And he said, "Oh yeah, when you come into the park, they're supposed to give you like a newspaper that mentions the drone ban." And I had all the paper. Cindy kept all the paperwork from the road trip, and there was nothing in there about that. So that guy was just an asshole. Just an asshole. PJ wears, I used to have a 62 Chevy, had to sell it. Yeah, well, that's a very common story, I think, PJ wears. Greenway says to Russell, so the law is the law, even if you're not guilty? That's nuts. Yeah, federal park rangers, I stay away from them. Russell runs Windows on a Linux host. Yeah, I think I actually did that too as a test years ago. Virtualization is your friend. Yep. And you can run Linux on a Windows host as well. Russell, yeah, unlike county, state, whatever federals will just seize and good luck getting it back. Yeah, get this. So normally if you get a citation from a park ranger, he sees you committing the infraction and then he gives you a citation. Nobody saw this infraction of me flying the drone. So what happened was, and they had to present you the citation. So what happened was the park ranger service in Yellowstone contacted the park ranger service in the Everglades. There's an Everglades park ranger, or Everglades Park that has park rangers, and they had them present me in person a citation. They drove to my work in my parking lot, and they presented me the citation. I had to go out there, and this park ranger, he has on his flak jacket, he's packing, he has his guns, and he hands me the citation, and I try to ask the person, I'm like, how do you guys feel about this drone stuff? It's crazy, right? It's crazy, and they wouldn't say anything. But when I looked at the citation, they just made up information. They just made up a date. They made up a location because I didn't know any of that information. They made it all up and presented that to me. And that was my citation. Watch the video. Have I said that enough yet? Yeah. RHEL equals Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, gotcha. Sled is SUSE. Yeah, I had SUSE on a workstation at one point as well. Good movie. Oh, Flight, you've seen it? Russell, that was a great movie. Okay, you guys have seen it? I had not seen it for some reason. Greenway, really into the best movie is Waking Life by Richard Linklater. If you haven't seen it, well, you're welcome. No, I have not seen it. What's Waking Life about? Chris says conspiracy stuff or national parks hide stuff. I don't put anything past the federal government, so yeah, who knows? PJ Wares has a DJI 360 hexcopter. The government destroyed that hobby like they destroy everything. Yeah, they did. Yeah, there's so many restrictions now. You're supposed to register your drone with the FAA, which I did with my DJI Mavic. I never did with my Skydio. F that. And I heard, I might talk about this in a live stream. I heard that they are talking about like prohibiting sales of all Chinese manufactured drones. I think there's legislation about it because of the fear of some of those Chinese spy chips being used in the drones, like was used in some servers. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know how realistic it is that might pass, but yeah, they did kind of destroy the hobby. PJ Wares, I do kind of agree with that. Chris Sidgwick, have any children, Duff? No, I do not. How do you think I afford to have all these hobbies, Chris? I do not have any children. I've been married twice, and then I was in a relationship with Cindy for 8.5 years. No children. When I was younger, I thought I might have them, but I didn't. It's not like a big tragedy in my life or anything. It's not like the world's a great place. Murray, I've been addicted to RC everything from heli, planes, cars, boats, earth moving like excavators. Now I'm into drones. Yeah, no, I saw your drone stuff. Drones too. I have a DJI Mini 4 Pro and Air 3. Okay, cool. Did you guys, any of you guys see that picture that Marty posted? Marty takes more selfies than any human being that I know, by the way. He loves to take pictures of himself, but he posted a picture of himself inside of a circle of his 17 wheels he has. Remember a couple years ago, Marty said that he realized he had too many wheels and he's going to try to keep his wheel count to 10. He currently has 17 wheels. Now a lot of those are like demos and loaners or whatever that he seems to be able to keep as long as he wants. I don't think Marty's ever in a rush to get rid of any wheel. And he just kind of hopes that whoever gave it to him forgets about it. But anyways, he posted a picture of himself in the middle of a circle of these wheels. He had them all parked out in his yard, and he's sitting in the middle in a lawn chair. And evidently he took a picture of himself with his drone in the middle of those wheels. And I asked him, on Roger's live stream actually, because Marty was in there, I said, so Marty, how long did it take you to set up that picture with all those wheels? And he said, about a half an hour. So yeah, Marty is very serious about his selfie game. I don't take a lot of selfies. I don't know what that says about me. Pinoy Triathlon, government overreach will come for our EUCs one day through regulations. Yeah, probably. That's something I talked about quite often years ago. I kind of stopped talking about it because I don't give a shit. I'm just sick of people. Well, I shouldn't say that. I realized that like me talking about irresponsible things that were happening in the community, it was wasted energy. It really was, because I can't control what other people do. It doesn't matter what I say. And I can complain about it, but yeah, I can't control what anybody does. I can only control what I do. So if they do stupid things, then they will pay the consequences for the stupid things. The bad part is going to be when someone does something really stupid that enacts legislation, or it creates something so egregious that people just gasp and overreact to it. That's when it's going to really suck, and it's going to happen. And it will happen, unfortunately. It will happen. Murray has the channel Pegasus Drone Imaging. Yes. Russell, hey, 23 people in here. Click the like button if you haven't already. Russell says, as I understand, at Yellowstone is one of the most hostile places to fly a drone these days, so don't feel bad. Hostile? It's you can't do it. You can't, technically, you can't land or take off from Yellowstone. Like some people, like my video about Yellowstone and the drone incident has the most comments of any video that I have on my channel. Last time I checked it, it's over 1,000 comments. And one of the comments that I get a lot is, hey, what you could do is, if you're outside of the Yellowstone boundaries, you can take off and land there. Just take off, fly into Yellowstone, do whatever, and then come back and land, and that's not illegal. But then technically what you're doing in that situation is you're violating FAA rules, because you're supposed to keep the drone within line of sight at all times. And to do that, more than likely, the drone would not be in your line of sight. So, whatever. I don't fly drones much. PJ Ware says, people were freaked out about drones because of the media telling them drones are used to spy on people. Well, it can be, I guess, technically, but I definitely don't think that is a large percentage. Where I live in Florida, there's been multiple reports of people complaining because they're flying their drones in rural areas, and Florida is real big into guns, if you don't know that. And people were taking target practice in their drones and shooting their drones out of the sky. They were not happy about that. And it never happened to me, though. Green Wave. Yeah, I feel like they would have had a very hard time proving they gave you notification, and also that they had signage posted. I'll be checking out your Yellowstone video after the stream. Yeah, you definitely should. And I actually contacted lawyers out there in Wyoming. I told them the situation, and they said to me, you probably have a case, but the problem was to fight it with lawyers, my legal fees would have been more than the fine. And I'm sure park rangers are aware of that. So, I mean, if I want to go on principle, I could have fought it. And also at that point, I wasn't as financially secure as I am now. And I'm just like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to pay more money to fight it. And just pay the fine. But I did actually get my fine reduced. Like there's two parts of the fine. There was the fine, and then there was a donation to like the Yellowstone Park Association. The judge actually at the end of the back and forth, because I appeared via phone. I did not have to appear in person, thank God. But at the end of the judge speaking, he says that you have I can't remember the title of it. You have an option to speak or tell. It's in the video. What it's called. You basically can explain the circumstances and explain your position on it. And I did. And I said I had no idea that this was illegal. And it seemed like the judge believed me, and he said that he believed me. So as a matter of him believing me, he cut the fine portion of it down by half. So I paid half of the fine. So I could have been paying like somewhere around $1,300 or something like that. Instead, I paid around closer to $1,000. So the judge believed that I did not know that there was a ban on drones, but I still had to pay about $1,000. Richard Guy, never admit guilt. Yeah, like if I had that situation again, like if a park ranger called me, I would just hang up. And if I would have done that, that probably would have been it. They had nothing to go on. But it was interesting that they had my phone number, right? And I think the reason they had my phone number was in the video that I shot the drone coming down. And when the drone came down, it briefly showed the license plate on Cindy's car. And I think based on that, they got an address. I mean, it's a federal agency. They got an address, and that's how they got my phone number. But it was my cell phone number. They called my cell phone. So weird, right? And like I said, it was in Cindy's name, not my name, but yeah. And never admit guilt. All right. Hey, Simon's here, another channel member. What's up, man? Simon, if you haven't already, click the like button, man. I know you will because you're a member, but yeah, click that like button. We're talking about all kinds of shit, man. This is AMA, Simon. This is Ask Me Anything within reason. Murray says, you can fly over any park as long as you are not standing in the park yourself. Not being in the park yourself, they don't own or control the airspace. Well, right, but that's what I'm just saying. That's true, but then you are violating FAA rules, at least here in the States, if you do that, because you will more than likely not have line of sight. And I think you can't go above 400 feet either, as well. PJ Wares, their ignorance is on a scary level. You can take someone's picture with an iPhone and no one cares. Use a drone and you're a spy. That's true. It's true. And like DJI now, I mean, they have all these precautions. I mean, there's so many places you're restricted from flying now, and the DJI app will warn you. Like in some situations, it literally will not let you fly if you are in a questionable area, which is fine, I guess. Like where I live now, I'm probably too close to an airport. I don't think I could fly around here. I would have to go out to fly. Chris should have known. I don't know. What should you have known, Chris? Russell, I tend to stick to open source hardware when I can. There's some for drones, plus they're never gonna get the FPV flyers. They just print their stuff. Yeah, it's true. Yes, yeah. Some of those FPV drones are pretty crazy. Open source hardware is good, but I don't have the time or care to do that. Russell Zauner, still a Flex with 17 wheels. Yeah, well, Marty likes the Flex. I mean, if you haven't picked up on that yet, Marty likes the Flex. Simon, I bought a drone and crashed it into a pond in the first half hour. Days flying. Yeah, when I got my first drone, well, like when I first got into RC, Yeah, I was flying planes. I was flying, oh wow, someone's clicking one of the emojis. Thanks, man. I had like wings. I flew wings. I flew conventional planes. And yeah, I had some bad crashes, a bunch of bad crashes actually. And I used to make I got to a point where I was trying to like build my own RC planes out of, shit. It was like a material that they used to sell at Lowe's for insulation. And that, you know, on the internet, you could like get patterns to cut the parts out, and I messed with that. I was pretty big into it, but I'm not anymore. I'm not anymore. It was fun, I guess. Especially when I lived out in the States, there was a lot more space out there. Russell says there are submersible drone designs. Just saying, submersible, what? Well, how do you fly a drone underwater, Russell? You can fly them into and out of water, but you likely have to print yourself. Well, don't you have to do special stuff to waterproof the electronics? I would imagine. Simon, who's also a channel moderator. Simon, I've only had to moderate a few tonight, even though I am streaming vertically and on my phone. We haven't had a ton of viewers. I mean, the most might have been hit 30 or something, so it's not crazy. But I've only had to moderate a couple, but Simon does have moderation power. Unfortunately, Tommy's not here. That's too bad. I kind of thought Tommy would come in, but maybe he's working tonight. You never know. Murray, Marty's wheel hinge. Oh, like Stonehenge? Yeah, kind of, right? Kind of. Did you hear, was it Roger or Marty that talked about this? Someone talked about, I guess, like right now, Roger has the GT Pro, right? Which is supposed to be the Extreme Bull version of the ET Max, but it's not really, right? Because it's the C40 motor. Is it the same batteries? Is it 3,000 watt-hour batteries? I'm not sure. But evidently, there's going to be another wheel coming out shortly, the Extreme Bull GT Pro Plus. And the Extreme Bull GT Pro Plus is going to have the ET Max motor, the ceramic motor, whatever the F that does. It's going to have the ET Max tire, because I guess the GT Pro tire, some people don't like that. But it's supposedly, it's going to have a 4,400 watt-hour battery pack. One of the things Dawn was complaining about with the ET Max was it doesn't have enough battery, like she burned through the battery way too quick. And that was her biggest complaint. She loved the ET Max. She didn't like the range. So this GT Pro Plus is supposed to have a 4,400 watt-hour battery pack. So that's cool. I think I saw somebody threw out the number of it's going to weigh 120 pounds, which might be more than the Master Pro. I'm not quite sure. It's going to weigh a shit ton. But Marty indicated that that they're going to have that demo sooner rather than later. So yeah, interesting, right? So I guess those of you that might not know, like Marty posted a video of those problems he was having with the GT Pro with the phase wire being loose or disconnected. And then he said that he heard through the grapevine that Begode wasn't happy with him pointing out some of the problems with the GT Pro, like the non-existent waterproofing, the black goop that was used everywhere instead of proper cable management, and then the wire issue, obviously, and that they were going to not want him to necessarily review the demo wheels. He started this part 2 video with a speech about that, but supposedly he's going to have the GT Pro Plus sent to him. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But, here's wait, I missed some. I got some comments. Hold on. Alex Del Vecchio, are you married to Dawn? You got me. Yes, we are married. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dawn. I had to admit that we are married. You know, she lives in California, I live in Florida, but we're married. I don't wear my ring because I don't want to I don't want to make it obvious, but we're married. No, we're not. No. Although Dawn and I have an interesting dynamic. Like I described my relationship to Dawn in the live stream on Tuesday. I said, I'm fond of Dawn. I am fond of Dawn. I think that makes her a little uncomfortable when I say that. I'm fond of a lot of people. But I think Dawn and I have an interesting dynamic because Dawn is so, you know, and I'm more steady and stable and you know, I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic. We have, our personalities are interesting, the way that they bounce off of each other, I would say. Dawn has a very hard time standing still. And usually I want to be busy, but I also appreciate times where I can just like veg and just chill and do stuff. And I don't know that she, well, I guess she does sometimes. I don't know. Like we both ride wheels. We both play World of Warcraft. So I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Marty is a flexer for sure. Greenwave, yes, he definitely is. Without a doubt. I'm not saying anything negative about Marty. It's just a fact. Simon says, all the trolls have probably gone to bed already. It's a school night. True. Well, yeah, but it's Thursday. I mean, come on. It's Thursday, man. Simon asks, my N10 Mini has arrived yet? No, it has not. It's gonna probably arrive. I think the latest estimate said the 19th. What is that? Monday or Tuesday? But it is FedEx, and FedEx is not reliable. At least not for me. I never trust FedEx as far as their dates go. But it should be coming next week sometime. And I got an email from eWheel saying that, hey, there's a firmware update for the M10 Mini that allows its top speed to go from 7 miles an hour to 10. 10 miles an hour is the top speed now in the M10 Mini. So I was mildly excited by that. It's not like I'm gonna take the M10 Mini for a cruise, although I will do a range test on it. Why not? I'm not gonna do a top speed test on it. But it's coming. It's coming. I got the 180 something watt hour battery, the big battery. I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun, especially since my M10 is still out of order because I can't inflate the damn tire because all the slime that was in that tire has turned to rubber. It's solidified, so I can't add air to my M10 tire right now, and I'm gonna probably have to. I don't know. I might try one more time to see if I can clear it. But if I can't clear it, my only option is to take the M10 apart, pop the tire off. I actually have a new tubeless valve coming in case the old one is all clogged up, which it might be. And I'm gonna have to put some time in to fix that, unfortunately. So we'll see. We'll see. M10 Mini's cool, man. 28 pounds. Hell, I might take it to the office. Take it to the office, ride around the office. Well, who cares, man? It's great. $500. Can't beat the price. Should be a lot of fun. It's coming. It is coming. Greenway, those big wheels do need more than 3,000 battery. They do. Because these higher voltage wheels definitely consume battery faster. I remember there's a question like when the 134 volt wheels started coming out, the people were saying that there wasn't a huge difference with battery range or range on wheels because of the higher voltage. That's not true. They definitely consume. Well, I mean, part of it is because a higher volt wheel typically is a faster wheel. So with a faster wheel, you're probably going faster on average. So obviously, the faster you go, the more battery you're going to consume. So that's part of it. But I think in general, a higher voltage wheel consumes more battery. PJ Wares. By the way, thanks for pronouncing my screen name correctly. I think you're the only person that ever has. What is so hard about pronouncing your screen name, buddy? It doesn't, I don't know. I mean, I'm grateful for the compliment. I'm not quite sure why it would be difficult for people to pronounce your screen name. 22 people, but only 20 likes. Take a second and click that like button if you haven't already to promote this stream to others. I've been streaming for 100 minutes, so 1 hour and 40 minutes somehow. I'm on my third big serving of plum wine, 12% alcohol content, courtesy of Dawn Champion. So yeah, click that like button. There we go. We got someone else clicked it. I can see that real time. Can you hear that? Oh, my dishwasher's done. That's nice. Chris, why M10 IV or why M10 Mini over M10 IV? Because I have an M10 III. That's why, Chris. That is the answer. That's a good answer, right? M10 IV, I know like Larry likes the M10 IV. I don't really like the way the M10 IV looks. I don't know, I don't really like it. I rode an M10 IV when I was over in Miami. It's fine. But yeah, that's why. I have an M10 III. And if you did not see the stream on Tuesday, I also have a V10F. The V10F was the wheel that Dawn would ride when she, like at night, I don't remember how many times she did this, but there's multiple times where she said, okay, I'm going out for a ride. I'm like, you want me to come with you? No. I'm like, okay. And she would go out on these solo rides and she would take my V10F. And after her last ride, she brought it back and she's like, oh yeah, you better charge it because it was red, like it's almost out of battery. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll charge it. I think when I moved, I had my chargers for those old wheels like in this bin. So I'm going through this bin, and I'm like, okay, here's my Inmotion charger. It had like the USB looking charge port on it. And I'm like, oh shit, the V10F has a 3-pin plug. And what I had was the charger for the V5F. I kept that, which is the wheel that Cindy and her daughter had. They both had V5Fs. I kept that charger, and I think when I moved, I threw the V10F charger out. So I didn't have a V10F charger. I looked all over the place. I didn't find one. I'm like, shit. So I had to go on eBay, and I bought a V10F charger, which is not here yet. So I had to buy a charger to charge the V10F. Although I probably had one, and I threw it out. So yeah, it's all right. F my life, right? It's fine. Don't forget, this is an AMA, so the AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. There's no tough questions you want to ask me, really? Seriously? Come on. I'm in my third glass of plum wine. You should really ask me questions. M10 series are the most fun, says Richard Guy. Ultimate figures. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna scroll up. PJ Ware says, people usually say PJ Warees or Pjares or something stupid. Okay, well, I'm glad I got it right, man. Give me, if you didn't hit it like on the live stream already, hit it now. Ultimate figures, can you say, okay, this is the kind of person that will get blocked if he says anything bad, but this is fine. Can you say happy birthday to my brother, Haler? It would make his day. That doesn't make sense. Happy birthday to Ultimate Figures brother. Richard Guy, M10 series are the most fun. Yeah. My M10 III, I have an original M10 III. I think it's 67 volts, right? M10 III has the little tiny pedals. Like half my foot fits on these pedals. It's crazy. But the M10 III is the wheel that I am the most maneuverable on. I'm the most comfortable going backwards, reversing, doing tight turns. The M10 III is the best wheel for that. Like I don't even like going backwards on the big heavy wheels. I don't like doing it. The M10 III is the best for that. Yeah, I like it. M10 IV, I rode it at Miami and it was fine, but my M10 III felt better to me. Greenway says, I wish the M10 III was still available. Yeah, I don't think it is. I watched, ironically, I watched a video of Marty's regarding his M10-3. He had to change the tube on, just to give you an idea of what's involved in taking it apart if I have to do that. I watched one of those today. I will probably do it. Well, I'm hoping to avoid doing it. I'll probably take another shot at it this weekend, clearing the little blockage that's preventing the valve from seating. But if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to take it apart. The PJ Ware's curious, how old is Dawn? Did she ever say? Yeah, I know how old Dawn is. She's 40 something. I'm not gonna say her exact age because she'll probably get mad at me. 40 something. Dawn's in good shape. Dawn's attractive. Dawn has a lot of things going for her, for sure. For sure. She's very smart. She's very smart too. She's an intelligent woman. She has a diverse background. And my dog Elsa happens to love Dawn, evidently. She might love Dawn more than she loves me. Murray, try putting hot water in the tire, remove the valve core, and suck up some hot water and squirt into tube. Well, there is no tube. It's tubeless, Murray. Squirt into tube to soften lump of slime. Okay. I could, yeah, I guess. Yeah, but how do I get all the water out? That's the problem. If I inject water in there and I don't get it all out, that's not good. Humble Schizo, what's up, buddy? Do you keep up with exhibition fights? I do. I'm big into arm wrestling. If you've never heard me talk about that before, what are your thoughts on Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul? Yeah, I'm very aware of that. I don't know. I mean, Jake Paul has done some pretty amazing things, and Jake Paul definitely takes boxing seriously. No doubt about that. Mike Tyson, if you've seen some of his training footage, I mean, Mike Tyson is not a joke. The question is, I think he's going to be 58 when the fight happens. Is it in July, I think, in Texas? The question is he going to have any kind of endurance? You know, like if Jake can make it past a round or two, is Mike going to be just gassed? That's the thing. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are saying that Jake will be able to beat Mike Tyson, but I mean, if you're like me, I mean, at my age, I saw Tyson in his prime, and he was a terrifying boxer or striker, I should say, at his prime. I mean, he was crazy. I mean, he would fight people and they would be terrified of him. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting. And they're both going to make a lot of money. I mean, it's going to be a Netflix, right? It's going to be a Netflix. I mean, it's going to be a ton of people that watch it because it's free if you have Netflix. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'll definitely watch it. Spartacus. If you had to sell every you own and keep one, what wheel would that be? Well, I only own 5 right now. I mean, the Mini, I guess, if you want to count that, even though I don't have it here yet. But I own a veteran Patton, veteran Sherman S, the KingSong S22, the V10F, and M10-3. To be honest, I would probably keep the Patton for my position. Now, if I was going to continue to have EUC guests here, I would probably want to keep the Sherman S because Dawn loved it, and I think it would be a good wheel to have around. And I like the Sherman S, I really do. But if I had to keep one, it would be the veteran Patton. It's maneuverable, it's powerful, it's fast, it's stable at speed, gets 50 miles of range. It's a great wheel. I love it. The one thing I don't love is since that new firmware update that the Patton has, which is designed to address an issue with the batch 1 Pattons, where if you fully charge the wheel and if you immediately when you're doing steep declines or a lot of braking, there's a potential that you can blow the board. Their solution to that was in the firmware to put an incredibly loud and annoying as fuck buzzer, beeper, whatever you want to call it, that is so loud, and it's, oh my God, it's so annoying. Like I was riding with Dawn. If you saw the videos with Dawn, you heard it. I mean, I was just doing mild braking, and it was setting off this beeper because I had just charged the wheel. It's so annoying. That's one of the reasons that I bought the Roger Charger, because the Roger Charger allows me to, I can set it to, which I haven't done a video on yet, which I will, but it allows me to set the charge limit lower, so I can set the charge, it's a 126 volt wheel, so I can set the charge limit to, I don't know, 124 to kind of minimize that behavior. It freaking sucks, man. It sucks. And hopefully they come up with a firmware update that allows you to just disable it, just roll the dice and just deal with it, because it's so freaking annoying. Hate it. But yeah, I would still keep the patent for me. It's very maneuverable. I love the patent, I really do. And I have my E-Rides pedals on the way. Did I tell you that I bought some of them? I think I did. Do you ride? Okay, Pinoy Triathlon, do you ride big bikes? What do you mean by big bikes? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Pinoy Triathlon. I have a road bike. I have a Trek road bike. I don't know what you're referring to. PJ Ware, just curious, do you have a CPL CCW? No, I do not. Wilson's Hobbies, hi there, Duff Buddy. What's up, Wilson? Also known as Jamie, also known as someone that bought some of my stands. Green Wave, I hope Tyson knocks him out. Yeah, it would be interesting, right? It would be interesting because I mean, it seems clear that Tyson still has power. It's just a matter of how long he has it. Yeah, I think it would be interesting if he knocked him out. I heard someone say that they looked at the rules and something about that they were going to be wearing headgear for this fight. I can't believe they are. That would definitely make it into an exhibition. I don't think they're going to wear headgear. Murray, I had lost the charger for my MCM5 and want to ride it, so I just ordered a new one. Want to keep it in the car instead of lifting Nicola in and out. Yeah, there you go. Like I said, once I get the M10 Mini, there's a good chance that's going to wind up in my office. There's a good chance it will be there. Humble Schizo, yeah, Tyson was scary in and out of the ring. That's true. Yeah, you never knew when he was going to crack. I watched when he fought Roy Jones Jr. That was a long time ago. That was a few years ago, right? And he won, but that was against an old, tired Roy Jones. Yeah, Roy Jones used to be amazing. He was so fast. I want Tyson to win, though. Yeah, well, I mean, Jake needs to gain some weight because Tyson outweighs him by a considerable amount right now, I believe. Why keep the S22? What do you mean? No, Chris, I don't know if you were here earlier. I said that probably I'm supposed to get the ET Max that's in New York City, the E-Wheels demo. And if I get the ET Max demo and I like it, I will more than likely buy an ET Max. And if I buy the ET Max, I will sell the S22. I think I said that earlier. I'm not quite sure. Spartacus, yes, I heard in that video that the beep sound is terrible. Yes, it is terrible. It is terrible. It's incredible that the speaker can be that loud. I swear to God, you could hear that from a half mile away. I mean, it's crazy loud. Greenway, the Humble Schizo, Tyson did just fine versus that guy on the plane, which I don't remember that video. Mike Young, hey, what's up, Mike? Do you use Darkness Spot with your Apple Watch? I'm still a fan of the EUC watch. I do use Darkness Spot with my Apple Watch sometimes. Mike Young says, I like big bikes. Too much plum wine. I like big bikes and I can't deny. Yeah, I got it. It's a takeoff on big butts. Pinoy, 700 cc's and up motorcycles. Oh, I used to have motorcycles when I was younger, but the biggest motorcycle I had was a 650 Honda. That was years ago. I have no interest in riding motorcycles in Florida. There's just too many old and terrible drivers. Simon, Tyson is going to school Jake Paul. Oh, you think he's going to school Jake Paul? Well, Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean, I'd be fine with that. I mean, I respect what Jake Paul's done. I mean, he's fought some not so good boxers, with some MMA guys that can't box at all. But I mean, he's fought some. I mean, he's fought some respectable people too. And I mean, he only lost to Tommy Fury, right? Is that his only loss? I think it is. So, and that was a decision. So yeah, I mean, I respect what he's done, but I would be quite happy to see Tyson knock him out. Murray says tubeless is okay. Squirt water in, then with valve stem in bottom. Let water out. Add more water and poke around with long end of zip tie right in to break up the lump. Okay. So hot water, right? I assume. Regular water's not going to do much, is it? Like cool water. Mike Young says boxers should wear headgear. Well, I guess. Safety. But if you're concerned about safety, you probably should not go into boxing. That's my feeling. Murray, once you get air, Wilson, Duff stands at EUC Army stands equals Duff in the Army. Oh, if you have a stand, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. I'm printing one right now, Wilson. I was out of stock. You cleaned me out of stock, so I've been printing them to try to get some stock back. Chris missed that, okay. Murray, air to flow in and out. Keep flushing. Well, I mean, it does, like if I take the core out and I attach the pump, I can pump the tire. It takes air. But what happens is if I put the core in, you know, the core's fine. Like if I have the core out of the valve stem, I push it and it's fine. It retracts and it goes back like it's supposed to. If I screw it in, when it's in tight, there's something underneath it that does not allow it to depress into the tire, so I can't get air into it. And I've reamed it with a number of things, and it still has not helped. Like I actually, like last night, I heated up the end of a small screwdriver, heated it up with a lighter to make it hot, and then I stuck it in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll melt this shit out. And nope, it's still, I still could not get the core to work when I had it fully seated, unfortunately. 25 people in here. If you have a second, click the like button. I would very much appreciate it. Simon, never upgraded your patent firmware because of that annoying overcharge beeping. Yeah, I'm hoping that they release a version that at least makes it optional. Someone said something about like you can change because one of the options is you can change the voltage where that beep kicks in. And I think, at least for me, the highest number was like 127 something. And the problem is, someone says something about you can set that to like 200 and then it'll never go off. Well, not in my firmware, I don't have that option. So even setting it to 127, it was going off like crazy. So yeah, that sucks. I do not like that. I would like the ability to turn that off, or at least change the volume of it or something. I mean, it's crazy. Murray says, open the patent and stick some chewing gum on the speaker until they fix the firmware. I think there's an option to, I don't know. Simon, isn't there an option to change the speaker volume on the patent? I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. Not quite sure. Green Wave. Murray, would duct tape and paper clips be of any use? Who knows? Maybe. Wilson says, good stands, buy it. Yeah, I talked about, again, on the Tuesday live stream, which is available on a podcast. Like if you have, any of the major podcast platforms, if you search Duff's PEV live stream, you can listen to any of the podcasts or any of the live streams as a podcast. And they mostly they all translate well over to podcast. But I said in that podcast, or the live stream, I'm sorry, drinking, the live stream from Tuesday night, that since I restarted the store, I've changed the way that I print these stands. Like it used to be, like I used to sell a lot of stands, and And because I was selling a lot of stands, I had to get the parts out quick, parts out quick, parts out quick. And wheels used to weigh less. You know, a heavy wheel used to be 65 pounds. Now a heavy wheel is 100 pounds plus. So now, when I print these stands, I'm printing them using a lot more plastic to make them stronger. And just one side, it's either 19 or 21 hours. I think it might be actually 21 hours. 21 hours to print one side of those stands. And obviously there's two sides to the stand. And then I have to print the bottom parts as well, the adjustable part of the stand. So in total, my total print time on each stand is probably in excess of 2 days of solid printing. It takes a long time. So, but the good news is that they support the wheels just fine. I've had my Sherman S, which is about 100 pounds on the stands forever, and it's been just fine. But it takes a long time. But they're still not, I never changed the price. I mean, they're still like $40. I've never changed the price upwards to reflect the additional plastic and time that I'm spending, but that's fine. I just kind of do it as a hobby. Sneaker, what do you do? Well, I don't know. What do I do for fun or what do I do for work? You need to qualify that question, Sneaker, because this is an AMA, so I will answer whatever I can. AMA as in ask me anything. PJ wears with the M103, why not just remove the tire and scoop the green crap out? Well, that is the next step. That is the more time-consuming step that I will be taking if I cannot clear this. I already have a replacement tubeless valve coming. As a precaution, I have one coming, but that is what I will have to do next. Those of you that have not ever taken an M103 apart, getting the tire off of it because it's low profile and fat is not easy. As a matter of fact, in that video that I watched from Marty, he actually gave up and took the M103 to a bike shop to have them put the tire on the motor back then. I mean, it was like a 5-year-old video or something like that, but it's not easy. So yeah, I'd like to avoid that if I can, but I will if I have to. I've done it before. I just would rather not do that. Vibes is here. Finally, dude. I'm like, F, where's Vibes? Shit. I don't know if we were putting out a fire or what, Vibes. Thank God, man. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 22 minutes, dude. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. 122 minutes. Over 2 hours, Vibes, and you haven't shown up. Shit, dude. Where's your priorities at, man? Man, I've been trying to keep this up myself. Vibes and I like inspire each other. Vibes, I said how like one of the things I bought, I talked about earlier, like how I've been, since I found out my income tax situation wasn't gonna be terrible like I was afraid it was gonna be, I bought all this shit, tons of shit. M10 Mini being one of them being the LS2 Valiant 2 helmet that you reviewed on your live stream. Because it seemed like the best of both worlds. It has all that adjustability. It has a chin bar that I can drink coffee with that you can put back that's all the way to the back of the helmet so it's not in the way. You don't look like a dork either when it's up. It's lightweight, looks cool. So yeah, that's coming. I think it's supposed to be here Saturday. And when I do the video about it, I will say, hey, this is all because of EUC Vibes. Like and subscribe. Spartacus says, Chris Sijic says, what is going on with these reports of the veteran wheels slightly overcharging? The only one that I've heard that happening to is the patent. I haven't heard that with the Lynx. And I don't know that it's overcharging. It's that the batch 1 patents haven't, I guess the board has some sort of issue where it's not able to deal with a slight overcharge situation. If you charge it, the patent is a 126 volt wheel. The batch 1 boards, evidently, if you brake hard, you can overcharge a wheel and pop the board. I think with the subsequent batches, it's not the concern that it is with batch 1. I think, but I haven't heard that with any of the other veteran wheels. Ryan Holater. I sliced my hand trying to get at the tire of the M10 III. Really? Well, hopefully I don't do that. Like I said, I'd like to avoid it. I'm gonna this weekend I will try again to clear whatever is. My problem is I think what's happening is I think that there is slime in the tubeless valve. I think there's some slime that's in there because my M10 III's had issues with leaking over the years, and my response to that has been to inject more and more slime. And my M10 III is old. My M10 III is, I don't know, 5 years old, probably. I'm not quite sure. But slime, from what I read, is like good for 2 years. And eventually what happens is it solidifies. And I think it's solidified in the tubeless valve stem. And I think that is my problem. So I just need to see if I can find a way to break that loose. And I don't know. It's annoying as F, man. It's annoying. Greenwave says, vibes, dude. Murray, I'm vibe. I'm drinking plum wine, by the way. Murray, yeah, GW, the duct tape and paper clips might work on the wheel as well. Haha. Pinoy Triathlon, your preferred shoes for riding UC. I don't really have them. Like when I went to the swamp with Wayne and Dawn, I wore my boots just because I know the potential muck and mud situation and water situation. And it didn't really help me because that one situation where we ran through standing water, it was deep enough to cover my boots and my feet. My boots and my socks were soaked. And in retrospect, I probably could have ridden through that. I didn't know it at the time. I walked through it, and then once I determined it was a hard rock surface, then Dawn and Wayne were able to ride through it. I probably would have rather ridden through it, but I did not. But I don't really, like when I first learned, like I thought that because I always complained about foot pain. I always thought that it was all about the footwear I had. I've tried flat stuff like Converse, Converse sneakers, Vans. I've worn just my regular sneakers. I don't really have I don't have a go-to be quite honest with you. Chris Sijic says, if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Marty said his links slightly overcharged as well. Really? I did not hear that, but I don't doubt you. I mean, some of Marty's videos are just too long for me to watch them all. Simon, I think there is a speaker volume option. Yeah, I think there is. In the newer firmware, my patent shipped with a spare, quieter speaker, but I have never installed it. I want a loud beep. Okay, gotcha. All right, I need to, hold on. I'm gonna take you over here because you're on a tripod. And I have my phone on a cool mount. That's why everything looks so stable and awesome. And I'm gonna let you look at Elsa while I go to the bathroom. You're peeing. That's peeing. There's Elsa. Elsa, can you entertain people for me, please? You don't look very happy about that. Oh, I'll be right back, honey. Okay, I'll be right back. Did you do anything cool? No? You just laid down? Okay. This is what Elsa does like 95% of the day. Oh, look, there's a stand piece that just finished. I'll have to start a new one when I get done here. I'll be done soon, I think. All right, hold on, here we go. This is giving you, oh look, right there is my Sherman S and my veteran Patton. Sitting comfortably in EUC Army stands. The Sherman S still has the pads set to Dawn's preferences. I have not changed them. I need to, because her back pad location is too close for me. It like pushes my feet too far forward. And I realize when I'm behind the phone, you probably can't hear me very well. So sorry about that. All right. Okay. Oh my goodness. There's been so much information revealed here today. Okay. Where am I yet? Simon, yes, okay. Inject slime here, yes. Wilson, emojis, I can't really make out what those are. That's what she said. Yeah, right, I wish. Yeah, tomorrow. Today's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday, so I have to debate if I want to go to, and again, I think I told this story on a stream, I don't remember correctly, or if I told it on my blog, maybe both, where there's a place that I go to, regularly, where I know the bartender. It's a nice woman, 26, she's young. But there's a woman there, 29 people in the chat. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. There's a woman there, that's the bartender, and she knows that I'm single. I told her a little bit of my background. And I guess there's another woman that comes there that is single, that she knows, that she wanted to set me up with. And she told me about this, I don't know, a couple of months ago at this point. And she always comes there on Fridays for happy hour. And I've never met up with her yet. Our schedules haven't aligned. But I was there last week when my buddy was here, and I talked to her, and she said that I guess this woman was there, and the bartender was talking to her, and I guess there was a little bit of weirdness that she detected. So now she's not quite sure if she wants me to meet her or not. So I have to decide if I want to go there tomorrow, because typically she's there at happy hour on Fridays. I don't know if I want to go there, because the bartender kind of indicated that she might be a little crazy, and I've had too much exposure to crazy in the last couple of years, so I really don't want to dive back into that again. Oh God, come blasters back again. Dude, you were on Roger's freaking stream, and do I have to time you out again? Chris keeps swiping to the next live. Don't do that, man. This is the best live stream out there. What are you talking about, dude? You don't want to swipe. Come on. The dog seems to have low energy. Yes, she does. Elsa is very lazy. She's very lazy. I have to prod her to do everything pretty much. No, she doesn't jump. I mean, I can get her excited, but her normal state is to be sleeping, it seems. I take her for a walk every day, thank God. Come Blaster 69. How much can you leg press? The gym I go to now doesn't have a leg press. I think the most I've ever leg pressed was it's a type where your back is on a plate and you're pushing the leg press at an angle above you. The most I ever did on that was I think I had 6 plates on a side, 6 45-pound plates on a side, and a 25-pounder on each side. So that was, I don't know, 600 something, I think. I don't quite remember. It's a long time ago. The gym I go to now doesn't have a leg press. It has a Smith machine, so I squat and stuff. But I squat, I do leg extensions, I do leg curls, all that shit. Murray, hope you shook it. Yeah, of course, Murray. Sijic, how the ladies act when you tell them you ride a UC. That's not something I don't think that you say right away. I think I don't. But like one of my normal rides is I ride from my house, and I ride through Naples, and one of those stops is usually at a cabana bar. And when I pull up there on the EUC, normally there's a lot of looks and And usually there's some people that are brave enough to ask me what's going on with the EUC. So I've had a lot of conversations regarding it. I can't say that I ever got a date out of it or anything, but I think people find it interesting for sure. There's a lot less, I mean, there's not a lot of EUC routers in this area. So when people see them, they're kind of confused. Where'd Vibes go, man? Greenwave, Duff, yeah, bud, the timing is right. You should go tomorrow. I should go to the bar tomorrow to meet that woman? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. That is a nice thing, you know, not being in a relationship, I can kind of do what I want. I kind of like that, I don't know. You know, at first I was kind of bummed out about everything, you know, because there was such betrayal involved in that last relationship. I mean, it was, oh my God, guys. No, you have no idea. You have no idea how effed up that was. But I am appreciating being able to do what I want to do, and I'm hoping that just organically, you know, I will eventually have someone in my life that is actually good for me instead of bad for me. That's my hope. Richard Guy, you should go, no doubt. Greenwave says, if anything is a crazy magnet, EC riding is near top of the list. Well, I don't really want someone crazy though, dude. Crazy's not good. PJ Wares, I'm out. Guten Nacht, Duff. See you in the next stream. Okay, buddy. Thanks for hanging in. Come Blaster 69. I'm glad to find out that I'm super popular with YouTube today. Well, I don't know how popular you are, but like I said, you were in the stream earlier, and I was a moderator on Roger's channel, so I put you in a timeout once, if not twice. I didn't time you out this time. I think I timed you out earlier because you were being dumb. But as long as you're not dumb, you can stay in here. Murray, have a crack, mate. You won't know if you don't go. I know, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's not a high priority for me. And like I've been talking off and on to Christine, you know, some of you that are dedicated channel members know who Christine is. You know, the girl that I was seeing off and on last year, the girl that I taught to ride one wheels, the girl that had a bad concussion crashing on her one wheel. She's a great person, and I've been talking to her, but it's been inconsistent. And it's been inconsistent because of what happened, and what happened was my fault. So I understand it, but at the same time, it's kind of frustrating to me. So I haven't really talked to her much lately either. Richard Guy, most people think you're an idiot or a lunatic riding UC. Yeah, well, I don't know. I get a lot of curiosity, I really do. Spartacus, you don't say you ride a UC on your first date? No, I don't. No wonder I'm still single. I don't. And I don't tell them I have a YouTube channel either. Or blog. Vibes, I'm at the market. Should I get Cayman Jack? Yeah, dude, have you never had Cayman Jack, Vibes? If you've never had it, yes, you should definitely get some. Just so you know what it's like. Just get a 6-pack. If you don't like it, you can throw it out. Get some. Yeah, but you should ride your M104 in there, dude, and see if they throw you out, probably. Okay, Spartacus agrees. Yeah, click the hearts, click the like button. Yeah, do all the clicking. And a bottle of plum wine. Plum wine is not easy to find. Look at this. I'm almost done with my third big pour of plum wine. This is crazy. I had to go, much like the Doritos that Dawn wanted, because I had to go to multiple stores to find those Doritos that Dawn wanted. Oh yeah, someone's hearting the F out of me. It's great. Couldn't find the Doritos. I had to go to multiple stores to find the specific Doritos Dawn wanted. And the plum wine, I had to go to Total Wine. This is not something that's available at all places. So I went to Total Wine. You saw the bottle. The bottle was huge, and I bought not one but two because I had no idea how much Dawn would want to drink. And she did not want to drink that much. Although Dawn did have a double margarita after the Gator ride, and she was very happy after that. It was cute. Dawn is a she's a special human being in a good way. Nice couch. Holy shit! Is that Mickey? Holy fuck! Oh my god! I swore, and I have to edit this. What's up, Mickey? I was just talking to Ronan about you today, Mickey. That's I can't believe Mickey's here. Thank you, Mickey. Nice couch. This is the same couch I had at the old house, Mickey. I haven't bought a new one yet, although that is in the list. Fucking Mickey is here. Holy shit. Unfortunately, Mickey, I'm 3 big glasses into plum wine, so. Mickey Nicholas. I miss you, Mickey. Believe it or not, I do miss you. EC Lifer. Most women just see our hobby as too dangerous. Unfortunately, I found out pretty recently, and I tell everyone, so I guess that's one reason I'm still single. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't tested that theory. I don't think that I ride electric one-wheel balancing devices is a good pickup line. That's just my feeling. Lemmy G loves me. Thank you, Lemmy. Vibes. Never had it going. Oh, never had it getting some. Now for the stream. Good, man. I'm telling you, you'll like it. It tastes good. Louis here, man, from NYC. What's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a little while. I'm always happy to see you. Chris, is this Turbo? Is this Turbo from NYC? Is this Turbo? Shit. Is this the Turbo? What's up, buddy? I definitely have never seen you in a stream. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, like I said, I was chatting to Ronan today because Ronan has the e-wheels demo, and Jason said after Ronan's done with it, he's going to send it to me. But then Ronan said that I guess he's going to give the wheel to Mickey, and Mickey is going to ride the ET Max. And I guess, Mickey, are you going to do a video on it? Because I know you haven't done an EUC video in ages. But if you are, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. So it's going to go to Mickey. And then after Mickey, I think it's going to go to me. I hope. That's the plan. That's the plan, Sam. Turbo. Richard Guy. Don't think it'll take much to get Dawn drunk. No, I mean, Dawn told me that her limit is 2 drinks. And she had a double tequila, and then I got another one. I got a second one. And I said, Dawn, just take a sip of mine. This one tastes different than the first one. And she said, no, my limit's 2. My limit's 2. I'm like, just take a sip of this one. And yeah, she had like her arm around me. I was like holding her up to get her out to the car afterwards. Yeah, she was definitely affected. I mean, Dawn's not a big girl, so. Yeah. Sadie Bonita T-Mobile. That's an interesting name. Duff, do not go there tomorrow if there is a hint of crazy. Run. Well, it's not like it's a date, right? She would just be there on a happy hour, right? So it's not a date. So, I mean, I could just interact with her because the bartender said that she's beautiful, but I don't know. I mean, maybe the bartender's version of beautiful and mine is different. So I don't know. I might. It all depends. Who knows, man? I don't know. Vibes. Mickey. And Mickey, seriously, man, I'm glad you're here. I mean, I haven't talked to you in forever. I love Mickey. Mickey's a very talented person. And I miss hanging with Mickey. Mickey, and those of you that I haven't been on the channel for a long time, Mickey came down here like during COVID, and we rode the swamp. We did a bunch of stuff. Sadie Bonita T-Mobile. This is Michelle, Ira's girlfriend. Well, I don't know Ira. Oh, Ira from Miami. Hey, what's up? What's up, Michelle? Ira told me that he had a girlfriend. Hey, what's up? Where's Ira at? I'm curious. Ronan is great. Yeah, no, I like Ronan, Mickey. Ronan seems really super cool. I asked Ronan originally because Jason said that he thought that Ronan was going to put the 900-pound spring on the ET Max because there's been a general complaint that the suspension on the ET Max is stiff. I'm not sure where Jason got the idea, but Ronan said he did not. And I guess he said that replacing the spring on the ET Max is a pain in the ass and like a 2-hour job. The way that they have it laid out, it's just not easy to replace the spring. So Ronan decided not to. And he said that I guess he has it adjusted in a way that it feels good for the majority of his riding. I didn't know that Ronan said he's 235 pounds. Ronan's a big boy. I didn't know he was that big. Turbo. Yes, it's Turbo. Great. It's the Turbo. Yeah, Turbo. I'm sure years ago, you thought like I didn't like you or whatever. No, Turbo, you're fine, man. It's all good. I've abandoned that life of caring what other people do. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care, man. Now, Turbo, you're cool. Everyone from NYC is here. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad everyone from NYC is here. If they're here, they should click the like button on the stream because we want to get more people here. Maybe we'll get the California people here. Like, there's no one here from California. I did a stream on Tuesday and I had Marty, I had Dawn, I had Roger. They were on the stream. But for some reason, none of them have dropped in tonight. Murray says, Dawn has had 2 drinks and you offer her a third. She will say, no. Yeah, she will. She will. But I talked her into having that sip, but that was it. She was done. Turbo says, I got the ET. Oh, you bought the ET, Turbo? Cool, man. Cool. Did you hear today, I think on Roger's stream, I don't know, or who the hell revealed it? Was it Roger or Marty? I don't remember. But I guess they're coming out with an Extreme Bull GT Pro Plus, which is basically supposed to have the ET Max motor, the ET Max tire, and a 4,400 watt-hour battery. That is coming, evidently. And the way Marty talked, it's supposed to be sooner rather than later, so I thought that was surprising. Mickey says yes. Turbo says, Mickey, it's so good, the ET Max. So, Mickey, when are you supposed to get the ET Max? And you are going to do a video. That's great, man. Like, shit, what was the last video you did? Was it on the, shit, was it the V12? Maybe? I mean, it's been a while, dude. That's great, man. I'm excited about that. That's very cool. Turbo ET Max is my favorite wheel this year. Yeah, Dawn said the same thing. You know, she was here. I don't know if you guys know this. Well, you probably do. But Dawn was here for 4 days, 5 days. And yeah, she said repeatedly that the ET Max was her favorite wheel, but she just didn't like the range. She wanted more range. Vibe says, Mickey leaves for a year and still gets a demo wheel before me. Yeah. Well, Vibes, I'm supposed to get that wheel next, man. Don't tell me you're going to get the wheel then. Damn, Vibes. You're gonna delay me getting it. Shit. Spartacus, looking forward to it, EVX. Yeah, me too. That's great. And Vibes says, Cayman Jack in the carton. Nice. He's tall. Turbo? Yeah, I know Turbo's tall. Yeah, I know. I've seen him. Yeah, he is tall. And I'm tall too, so I think the ET Max will actually be nice. I might actually be able to sit on that semi-comfortably, which would be nice. Spartacus, warning at EUC Vibes. Drink too much of that and it turns you into a Florida man. Yeah, you don't want that Vibes. Shit, jeez. Ira's girlfriend, also known as Sadie Bonita T-Mobile. Ira's exhausted. We just played volleyball. Oh, that's right. Ira told me he played volleyball. Ira's like, isn't he like 5? Is he 5'9"? Like Ira and I were talking volleyball because I played volleyball. I play volleyball and I played volleyball for years. But Ira is not tall. I think he 5'9", 5'7", I don't know. Ira is not tall, but evidently he can jump like crazy. I'm sure he can't as much now. Well, he said he can't jump as much now, but he is not tall. But he used to be the middle hitter in volleyball. Like the middle hitter in volleyball is the guy that punishes people. And Ira was the middle hitter, which is impressive as hell. I could not believe when Ira told me that. I thought that was very, very interesting. So yeah, well, you guys play. You're playing sand, right? What is your name, Ira's girlfriend? So I don't have to call you say Benita T-Mobile. What is your name? I was supposed to play volleyball tonight, but I didn't because I had vein ablation on Tuesday. And I thought it would not be wise. Turbo says, thanks, brother. Yeah. Yeah, Turbo, you're good with me. I have a different appreciation for you guys. Like if you saw, I went over to Miami with Dawn, and riding Miami, it was, I mean, I'm sure it's not like a New York City experience, but kind of. I mean, we blew through every freaking traffic light. I mean, it was weaving in and out of cars, and yeah, it was interesting, an interesting experience. Chris Sijic, oh crap, EVX is here? You're not coming out with any more reviews? He is. He's going to do the ET Max. He is. Yeah. And I'm sure, Mickey, you don't watch my videos anymore, but like I will randomly, I have the EVX logo, and like I will just randomly pop the EVX logo in there randomly just for the fuck of it. Yeah. Mickey's a good guy. Louis, New York in the house. Yeah, New York is definitely in the house. We got vibes here. We got Mickey. We got Turbo. We got Louis. Turbo got the ET. Nice. EVX. Yeah, talking about the naming. Extreme Bull Plus Super Max Master. Yeah, I know their naming. Their naming is kind of ridiculous. EUC Lifer. I also heard they're supposed to drop a 4400 watt ET Max. Oh yeah? Well, it makes sense, I guess, right? It makes sense. Sensei's here. What's up, buddy? What's up, man? I saw you on Roger's stream earlier, Sensei. And I think you were on my stream on Tuesday as well. Welcome. EVX V13 was supposed to be my last video. Did you do a V13 video, Mickey? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember it. I don't know. I might just, my memory might just be bad. I am old, by the way. Green Wave, I've heard the ET Max is so good that many people mistake it for the Leaper Kim wheel. Oh yeah, wow. Well, the nice thing with the GT Pro is it has the mid-mount suspension, you know, which is generally, I mean, at least with the Leaper Kim wheels, it is definitely superior as far as comfort goes. So yeah. Mickey says, but I'm coming out of retirement because enough people have asked. Good, man. That's good. I know you've been concentrating on your professional career, but I'm sure people will be very excited to see a video from EVX. I am sure. I think on the live stream last night, or on the live stream on Tuesday, I was wearing my EVX or my whatever shirt you gave me, Mickey. The orange shirt. What the hell is it called? It doesn't say EVX. It says something else on it. But yeah, I was wearing it. I still have it. I like it. Vibes. The margarita variety pack. It's not as... I've had that, Vibes. I mean, it's okay, but I prefer the original, the OG Cayman Jack. If they don't have the OG Cayman Jack, just get the variety pack. Don't get the low sugar one, because the low sugar one has an aftertaste. It's not that good. So if your option is a variety pack or the low sugar, get the variety pack. If your option is a variety pack or the OG Cayman Jack, get the OG. That's my advice. Sijic says, heck yeah. Enjoyed your content, my man. EVX, yeah, sure. Everyone loves Mickey's content. Sensei, EVX is one of our best content creators. Well, I mean, he is talented. I mean, he does video production for a job, and it shows. It definitely shows. Rian Hola Ater. Let me go on the record saying I am happy you are going to be doing videos, Mickey. Yeah, sure. I don't think you would find anyone that would say that they're not happy that Mickey's going to do some videos. That's great. I'm glad. Spartacus, yo, Sensei. Sijic says reviews are one thing, but entertaining reviews are a whole other thing. Yeah, I mean, Mickey, I mean, he's described the process to me pretty in depth, and like, you know, it's obviously, I mean, Mickey spends hours upon hours upon hours on his videos. I mean, it's crazy. but it shows. I mean, it shows that he does a very professional. Oh wow, what just went out? Oh, the light here went out. I mean, he really puts the time in on his videos, and it shows. And I think people miss that because I don't know that anyone that's currently making videos goes to that link that I can think of. Mickey says, I basically taught all those Miami guys in the NYC way myself. And Rob, that's true. That's true, because I do remember when you were down here for COVID that you said you rode with those guys. That's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's funny because like when I was riding with them, it was a group of 13 guys, and like the lead guys, they had these noisemakers, like finger-mounted noisemakers that just like made a chirping sound like what Dawn has. But then Wayne also had like an air horn. So like we would approach an intersection, he would just blow the air horn, and then all of us would just roll through the intersection. And for the most part, the cars were okay. But there was a few situations where the cars were not okay with that. And there's a couple close calls. But everyone lived. But it was interesting. It's the first time I've ever been in that situation. I just kind of kept myself in the middle. I had people in front and people behind me. I kind of kept myself in the middle. So that was good. But I wouldn't ride that way in Naples because Naples is not used to that. That's for sure. Sijic says, Sensei vegan. You have some great interviews. Yeah, I like Sensei. Sensei's great. Mickey says, Evie, yes, Evieware, yes. It's pronounced everywhere? Oh, really? I think I would pronounce it Evieware. Yeah, I have my orange Evieware shirt. Yes, I have that. I like it. Iro looking. Hey, Duff. We play sand. It's lower impact. Pretty sure my knees couldn't handle indoor anymore. Yeah, well, Ira. Oh, this is the Ira from Miami. What's up, buddy? Yeah, like I said, I do nothing but sand. I can't do indoor. That's how I messed up my knee, playing indoor, ripped my meniscus. So no, I do sand. I do it once a week. It's either 3s or 4s, although I played doubles last week. That's good. I mean, I'm glad that I can hold up to do it. I was supposed to play tonight, and I didn't because I just had vein ablation done. If you don't know what vein ablation is, vein ablation, like I have varicose veins. Like I had varicose veins on my left leg and they were cut out in my 30s. My right leg, I've had varicose veins for a long time. And evidently technology has improved. Now they do this thing called ablation, where they basically take a catheter and they insert it into the vein, and then it uses RF frequencies to create a high heat. And the heat actually collapses the vein, and then they pull it out. And they numb the area so you don't feel it, but you do. I mean, you feel the pressure, and it feels weird having something in your thigh. But it basically kills the vein, and then the vein gets absorbed back into the body, and then your body somehow figures out how to reroute that blood in other ways, and then the varicose veins go away. So that's what I had done on Tuesday. The first stage. There's more to it. There's some more injections that have to happen, but it hasn't all been completed yet. It's going to be a couple weeks, I think, till it's all done. Sijic says, anyone know why EVs has slacked off on content creation? That's true. Now that you mentioned that, I didn't really think about it, but you're right. Yeah, they haven't posted anything, right? They haven't posted anything in a month. Huh. I wonder what's going on. I don't know. That's interesting because they've invested a lot of money in it. I think like their reviews are a little silly. Some of the stuff is silly, that Bradley and what's the other guy's name? They invested heavily in their content, and you're right. They have not posted anything in at least a month, maybe more. I don't know. I have to go back and look. That's interesting. I haven't really thought about that. Vibes with his customary emojis. Mickey says, this is conjecture, Sijic, but I imagine their budgets got tight. Weren't they employing like 15 people at one time? Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know, Mickey. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, it seemed like they were growing, and they talked about having a US-based store, right? They were going to have a location in the US. I don't think that's happened yet. So I don't know. Yeah, I have not heard anything. I've not heard anything. Mickey says, for reference, for reference, eWheels is that all they have right now, Mickey? 3 employees, really? Wow, that's crazy. 3 employees, wow. Although eWheels doesn't have a storefront, right? EVs does have a storefront. eWheels used to have a storefront in Miami, actually. Do they have one in Vegas? I don't know. No, our eWheels does not have a storefront as far as I know. Wilson says, still waiting on cyberpunk movie from EVX. What? Was Mickey supposed to do a cyberpunk movie? I did not know that. Okay, well, Mickey, where's it at? Let me know. Sijic says, I'm not sure. I figured numbers were down, I get a lot of emails from them saying that they're doing like blowout sales. Because I bought, what did I buy from them? I bought a couple inner tubes from them. It's the only thing I ever bought from them. But Sijic figured the numbers were down, or they took comments too personal, but I'm just wondering. Yeah, I don't know. Lucas. Okay, Bradley and Lucas. All right. Yeah, Lucas is a little out there, right? I mean, they seem to be good dudes. Dale's here. Oh, Dale. What the F, Dale? Did you just get done working? I know, Dale, that you're a slave to the man now. You're actually working a regular job. What's up, buddy? It's probably, what is it, afternoon in Australia, I'm sure. Chris, and now Toger leaving the EV's race team. Oh, Roger? Yeah, that was interesting, right? Yeah, because Roger was on the EVs, all of Roger's videos. He had the EVs promo, and then he became part of the eWheels race team, which he is building, which I think has 4 or 5 people on it. So yeah, that is interesting, right? Yeah, I don't know if it's a money thing. I don't know. I never asked Roger what the deal is with that. I don't know. Those of you that saw Roger's live stream today, I did offer him to come to Florida to hang out, just like I was with Dawn. I invited Marty, and Marty is very non-committal in a very Marty way. Marty doesn't like to commit to anything. But I did tell Roger, he's welcome. Now that Mickey's here, Mickey, you're welcome to stay at my new house as well. I'd love to have you here. I know you have family down here, but it's on the East Coast. Mickey says, so you can imagine the overhead for EVs versus e-wheels. Yeah, true. I have to sell a lot of wheels to cover that. Scout's here. Hey, what's up, Scout? What's up, man? Does Monocat still work for EVs? I don't know. Last time I knew she did. I don't know if she still does. I know that Wrongway does not, for sure. Sijic to Mickey, I see what you are saying. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe EVs fell into the trap of, expanding too quickly. That is a trap that some people fall into. Businesses fall into. Oh, Dale, you're at work now? Okay, well, Dale, luckily I'm streaming on my phone, so I can't do any voices. It was so funny. On Tuesday, I was on my computer streaming, and I have voice mod on my computer where I can just pop in and out of just weird, funny voices. Vibes uses it as well. And I was using this voice, and evidently Dale was at court for something. I know Dale had some sort of run-in with a law or whatever, but he was in court for a court date, and he was listening to the stream. And evidently when I would switch to the voice that is like the helium voice, it sounds like you're in helium, it sounded very loud, and Dale did not have headphones. So Dale's playing it on speaker, and every time that I would switch to this voice, people would be looking at Dale because it sounded fucked up, right? Dale was legitimately getting pissed at me for using the voices, so I eventually stopped using the voices. I felt bad. But Dale, yeah, that was some funny shit. If you haven't taken a second to click the like button in the stream, please do so. Thanks very much. Let's see. Who's that? Oh, Dale. Yeah, at work. Okay, you're at work now. Yeah, Dale. Those of you that don't know, Dale works for Dale. It's a part-time position. Not part-time. It's full-time, but it's not. It's not. It's like a temporary job. Is that correct, Dale? Or you're respooling cable that was like spooled incorrectly or something. It's hard to explain. Mickey says, "Oh, it's the Dale." Yes, the Dale. Dale is in almost all of my live streams. Dale is a channel member, by the way. Murray, 1237 here. Oh, it's 12:37 in Australia. Oh, in the afternoon. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It's currently 10:40 p.m. in Florida, but it's Thursday, so I only have one more day to go. So I could be hungover tomorrow. It's fine. Mickey says, thanks, stuff. Yeah, no, seriously, dude. Seriously. I'm single. I have a nice guest room. You're welcome. Anytime. Oh, so Dale's got your headphones this time. Nice, nice. Mickey says, that wrong way weirdness with EVs was truly bizarre. It was, right? You know, like Wrong Way, did you see the recent, I think it's his last video, like Wrong Way made this video where he's talking about his state of mind, and like the whole video was weird. He was kind of like rambling about stuff and like burnout and stuff. And like, I thought it was very strange. I mean, I like Adam. I mean, he's interesting, but like the whole, when you saw the soap opera between him and EVs and Bradley and like the back and forth, I mean, it was ridiculous, right? It's crazy. Then I heard rumors about what was going on, and I'm just like, you know, I got enough problems in my life. I don't need to try to follow that drama. It was pretty crazy. Scout says, I suspect the EV guys kind of publicly humiliated Wrong Way about his girl. I guess, I don't know. Like what, I mean, what happened? I mean, does anyone have a Cliff Notes version of exactly what happened? Because it's very confusing to me. I'm not quite sure. What happened. I mean, Wrong Way was in a relationship with Kat, and then they both moved to Canada, but then it broke up, and then there was rumors of Kat like messing around with someone else, but Bradley was engaged and getting married, right? And I don't know, man. It was too much for me. I mean, my life is enough of a soap opera. Simon says he's not called Wrong Way for nothing. Yeah. I mean, Adam seems interesting. Definitely. Green Wave. It wasn't that weird. Monocat was his lady. She moved out there. They hid it. It was bad for biz. What do you mean they hid it? Hit or hid? H-I-D. They hid it? What, Monocat and Adam hit it? I don't know. I thought I heard that Monocat actually decided to play for the other team or something like that. I don't know. I heard so many things. I can't keep it straight. Greenway says they've moved on. All right. Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Vicky says, sheesh, too much drama for your mama. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely don't need additional drama. Simon, I think Evie guy made a joke about three-ways, and Adam got upset. What? Really? Bradley did? No. I did. Okay. You're bringing this back to me. I think Monocat was actually staying at Bradley's house, I believe, right? Because I think Bradley had to do a video talking about this shit. I think, yeah, no more plum wine, I'm good. Monocat was staying at Bradley's house, and she was sleeping, and Bradley had to make sure that he specified that she was sleeping on the sofa or whatever. So I guess rumors started. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I hope EVs does fine. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. Bradley and Lucas seem okay. I mean, some of their videos are kind of weird, but I mean, they seem like good guys, I think. Green Waves. This is so hard to read, guys. Oh, God, killing me. Yeah, she played for the other team before Adam got out. Okay, there you go. Okay, so I did have that right. Wow, it's amazing. I actually had that somewhat accurate. It wasn't a joke though, and it wasn't Bradley. Oh, it was Lucas? Was it Lucas that said that? I could see Lucas saying that. Lucas seems a little bit more out there. I mean, yes, Bradley made Bradley made the joke. Okay, Bradley made the joke. Okay, all right, whatever. I don't know. Like Bradley used to be in like. Did Bradley like move back to Canada within the last few years? Because I mean, Bradley used to be in Float Life videos. You know, Float Life is in California. He used to be in Float Life videos regarding the one wheel. So he was in California at one point. Now he's in Canada. I don't know. Whatever. Scouts Honor. Lucas versus Wrongway in EUC Joust medieval style. Yeah. Yeah. Green Wave. It wasn't Bradley that hit it. We can all do the math. Well, I don't think Lucas hit it, right? Green Wave? I don't. It doesn't matter. It was a long time ago. It doesn't matter at this point. I'm just curious why EVs is not producing any content anymore. That's what I'm curious about. Mickey said, I'm much more interested in seeing Roger be the first man to hit 100 miles on an EUC. Well, I know his short-term goal is to hit 70, and he's thinking on the GT Pro he might be able to get close. That is his goal. I rode with Roger out in California. Roger is kind of fearless. I mean, some of the stuff I saw him do was kind of crazy. So yeah, he said on his live stream today that is his short-term goal to hit 70. Yes, or get as close to 70 as he can on the GT Pro. So yeah, I will let him go after that. Although Dawn, I mean, I think Roger's best right now is 65.4.7. I think Dawn is about a mile per hour below that. So I mean, Dawn's very competitive. So I don't know. I don't know that if she will keep up with him or not. Sidgwick. Oh, did you know, Mickey, that Roger's talking about making his own EUC using a, oh my God, I had too much plum wine. Oh shit. Oh my God. The open source board that they use on One Wheel. Shit. Anyways, Roger's talking about building his own EUC. It's in the works. And it'll be very fast. And someone in the chat will remind me of what I'm forgetting right now. Sidgwick says, Roger would be the one to do it in only his wrist guards. I mean, Roger, well, that's true. Roger does not gear up like crazy. That is true. Murray, which team does WW play for? What? WW? I thought Bradley and Lucas were a couple. No, they're not a couple. Bradley got married, I think, recently. I mean, maybe that's why there's not content. I don't know. Mike Young, how can EVs survive when PEVs are banned in Vancouver? I don't know. They have a storefront there, Mike. They have a storefront. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Scout says, I don't trust soy boy vegan type hipsters. Tell us how you really feel. They'll steal your girl and make a video bragging about it and then tell you to eat less meat. Okay. All right, Scout, gotcha. Mickey says, too much speculation about an old story that doesn't matter. That's true. It's true. Mickey, it's history. I do agree with that. Green Wave, guys coming up soon, Masters of Dirt. I'm thinking that Adam Wrongway and Mike Shibby time are going to be featured. Well, I saw a video that, or as a picture that Adam posted today on Facebook, Friends with Adam, that it looked like he was in like one of those indoor, like where they do like an indoor stadium where they do like crazy BMX shit and stuff. And it showed him like freaking a ridiculous jump, and he was way up in the air. And I think Shibby was there as well. I don't remember where it was, but yeah, I'm sure there'll be a video coming soon. Scout, hey Mickey, EVX. Is that black NYC EUC YouTuber still around? What are you talking about? I remember he came out of retirement to make a cool video with you on a certain wheel. Huh. I'm trying to think who you're referring to, Scout. I mean, there's a lot of guys that ride EUCs in New York. I'm sure Mickey will know. I don't know. I do not know. And Mickey, whatever happened to VT? I hardly ever hear anything from VT anymore. He's not in prison or anything, is he? Supercat Vest. Oh, Vesk. Yes, thank you. Yeah, Roger wants to make a wheel, an EUC based on a Vesk that I think he said he was going to use the Master Pro platform to do it. I don't know the time frame for that, but yeah, that is in his agenda. And he has the technical ability to do it, I think. So Mickey says that tracks. He's very tracks. Okay, he's very smart. I'd imagine he would be the guy to build one. Okay. Wilson says not interested in this drama. BBL. Yeah, I'm done with the drama. It's fine. Scout says the guy with the Latina wife. Oh, you're talking about Tashawn. Tashawn. Okay, yeah, you're talking about Tashawn, who doesn't really do PEV videos anymore. Yeah, he's another guy that's very, very talented, and much like Mickey. Yeah, he doesn't really do videos anymore. Those PEV videos, I mean, he's doing professional work, which pays much more, I'm sure. Vibes. Vibes, did you get, which kind of Cayman jacket did you get, Vibes? I need to know. And Vibes, I'm supposed to have my new LS2 helmet. I think Saturday it comes, and I will be doing a review on it, and I will be giving you all the credit. Murray says, Dawn, when Dawn has a high-speed cache, she might change her mind on high-speed crash. She's had high-speed crashes. She's had high-speed crashes of 50 miles an hour plus. She has had at least one that I know of. Because like Dawn rides with a tether as well. I can't remember if that was on her EX30 or I think it was on her Master actually. Dawn's crashed a lot. Dawn is not fearful of crashing. She's crashed a lot in her life. Mickey says, Tashawn, yeah, there you go. Still lives here, but doesn't make videos anymore. Right. Scout, thanks, Mickey. I've been out of the loop. Yep. Deshaun is, yeah, Scout, I haven't seen you in a long while, although I did see you on the Tuesday live stream. Sijic, Adam's last short of his jumps were awesome. He posted, okay, I didn't see the shorts. I just saw a still frame on his Facebook. Murray says, WW is wrong way. Okay, gotcha. Vibes, Adam's the man, wrong way. Mike Young says, Black Cobras from Boston. Yeah, I know he's up there. I do know that. Vibes. Wow, Adam and Shibby, two of the best extreme riders. Let's go. That's right, Vibes. Mickey says, who cares about YouTube? Oh, VT. Oh, honestly, I'm sorry, it looked like YT from here. Honestly, I truly don't know. Really? Well, I heard that the headquarters shut down, right? Headquarters shut down, so someone else from New York told me that I guess there's less getting together of the riders up there since headquarters shut down. Kung Fu Tea. Yeah, Mickey, like what wheels do you have nowadays, dude? Like what do you have? What do you still have your original Sherman? I'm curious what do you have anymore. Green Wave, for sure. Masters of Dirt, Vienna is like 2 to 3 days away. Can't recall exactly, okay. Scout says Mickey and Tashawn should work in video on an EUC movie. Mickey can probably do that himself, to be quite honest. Mickey has skills. Spartacus, Roger equals EUC Dr. Frankenstein. Love it. Yeah, Roger is not afraid to do anything, really. Mickey says, well, movies require a larger team than just 2. True. Plus $1 million, but we have collaborated before only on S22 video. Yeah, I remember that actually, Mickey. I remember that. Vibes. Okay, Vibes got the classic Cayman Jack. Thank God, Vibes. I feel much better now. 32 people in the chat. Please click the like button if you have not already. Thank you. Vibes was close. I was close. Sijic says she's crashed on a bike over 100. She's not scarred. Yeah, Dawn told me that her top speed she ever went on a motorcycle was 168 miles an hour. It's pretty fast. Joe Thompson just stopped in. Thanks, Joe. This stream has been going on for somehow. It's a Thursday evening. This stream has been going on for just over 3 hours, and this is this is supposed to be just a little f-off thing. I drank some plum wine. I was outside for like the first hour and a half of this, and somehow I've been on here for 3 hours. I don't know what that says about me as a person. But yeah, welcome, Joe. So Mickey's wheels are the OG Sherman, the V12 high speed, and the MC. Is that all you have? Really, Mickey? No shit. So you don't even have a suspension wheel? No shit, Mickey. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, I assume you've ridden some of the newer wheels, I'm sure, Mickey, but that's interesting to me that you only own the Sherman, the V12, and the MCM5. Wow. Interesting. Cool. If you come down here, you're welcome to ride my Sherman S and my Patton. You can ride the shit out of them. Scout says, Mickey, oh yeah, the S22 video, and Tashawn wasn't that impressed. Yeah, I remember Tashawn saying in general he didn't like suspension wheels. I do remember that. Scout, MCM5 in New York City must be the how is the MCM5 a perfect wheel in New York City? I don't follow that logic. Vibes, awesome. You got the helmet. You're gonna love it. So Vibes, you don't have a Amazon affiliates account. You really should get one if you don't have one. I used to have one. I used to get like every month I would get like a Amazon gift card for, you know, I don't know, anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks. And then a couple years ago, Amazon sent me this email that said, hey, your affiliates account is in violation of terms of service, and you need to correct this. And they sent me a link that listed all the terms of service. And I think I emailed them 5 times. I said, okay, well, you have this long terms of service. What exactly am I violating? Because I didn't see anything that I was violating. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. They never responded to me, and they killed my account. So I no longer have an Amazon affiliate account. And they never told me exactly what I was doing that was a violation of the terms of service. Because I hadn't changed anything in forever. Like I always handle things the same way. And they just canceled me. And I tried to reapply a couple times, and they said, too bad, so sad. It sucks. Oh well. Murray, I used to ride fast, but after I came off Nikola at 65 kilometers an hour, that's pretty fast, Murray. I rarely go over 60 now, 60 kilometers an hour. I had ridden the Nikola Plus at 74, so was surprised by overlean at 65. Mickey says the MCM5 is a perfect bodega wheel. I've been featured on those famous Mac Instagram channels pushing my kids to school while on my MCM5. Oh, really? Okay, cool. Or one of those. Yeah, okay, interesting. I did not know that. Did not know. I want a Lynx, but don't want to pay for it. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you would love a Lynx. I mean, I had the E-Wheels Lynx demo. It was great. It was nice. But I'm sure you would like the Patton and the Sherman S. I mean, you would probably like the Patton more than the Sherman S, but I like them both. Joe says, for your information, the 241 fits on the Lynx with a little shaving. Oh, really? I don't know. If a tire requires shaving, I don't really want to put it on a wheel. That's just me, though. I guess I'm lazy. Tommy EUC Vibe says, MCM5 is the perfect wheel for indoor riding in NYC. Well, how often are you doing indoor riding, Tommy? I mean, I know you rode your MCM4 inside CVS this week, but I mean, how often are you riding indoors? Simon, a moderator and channel member, says, what it says about you as a person is that you can keep a whole group of people happily engaged for 3 hours. Oh, you're talking about me live streaming? Yeah. Yes, it's such a weird, I've talked about this many times. It's such a weird thing, because in general, like when I'm in a normal situation, with people I don't know, I hate small talk. I don't like engaging with people generally, unless I know I have something in common to talk about. But when I'm talking on a camera, talking on a live stream, it's like I get diarrhea of the mouth. And I don't, it's, again, whatever. I'm not going to try to, it's a thing. I'm not going to try to figure out the reason. It's just a thing. It's a fact. It's the way it is. Scout says, in NYC, MCM5 is easy to take down or up subways. There's true. Plus has range to reach any borough. Mickey, I don't know if you heard, I bought a M10 Mini, by the way. It's going to be here next week. Mickey says, NYC Instagrams, not Mac. Okay, gotcha. Scout says, Mickey, have you... I just got a Telegram message from Rob in the Miami Telegram group. Scout said, oh, he retracted his message. Oh, wait, no. Oh, Scout talking about the MCM5. It's easy to take down and upstairs, has the range to reach any borough, does it? Okay. I mean, MCM5 is a cool wheel, lots of torque, small, light. Scouts, no, I retracted. Mike Young, can any other country build PEVs? Korea, Vietnam, Mexico? I don't know. They could, in theory, yes. But obviously that is not what's going on. Vibe says, no, only China is allowed. Only China is allowed. Well, that's probably not true, but yeah, everything's from China. Joe says, oh, and the GPS with the 241 wheel speed is only 1 mile per hour, 1 mph off. Okay, well, it's good to know. What the hell, man? The freaking Telegram group is blown up. Mickey's never heard of it. Okay, gotcha. Scout, NYC Venezuelan moped gangs might discover EUCs for the muggings. What? I don't know, Mickey, is there an NYC Venezuelan moped gang? I don't know. I wouldn't know. Mickey probably would know, but I don't. Sijic says, Ratman, what kind of injuries did you sustain? Going down that fast, probably a number of them. Just wondering, I like to keep a track of common injuries on EUC other than the wrists. Yeah, I'm sure they weren't good. Vibes daily, okay. Oh, vibes. Mickey says, I work as a creative director and a colorist. Okay, so I didn't know you, because last time I knew Mickey, I thought that you were doing primarily like color correction work, professional color correction work. So you're also a creative director. Is that something new, or is that something you always did? So he works as a creative director and colorist on TV, commercials, so I don't know all the pros companies, but they're since my company is full service production and post. Is Shipyard still around, Mickey? That's the name of the company, right? Shipyard. Murray, I love my. That's right. I forgot you have an MCM5, Murray. That's right. You're not bad for talking neck with an irritating voice. Thank you, Murray. Mickey probably isn't aware of this. Did my color just change on the phone? It seems like it did. I don't know if Mickey knows this. Like, there's some guy out in California that was pissed at me for, I don't know, probably when I was talking about Yoshi, and he called me a talking neck with an irritating voice. And that was years ago. He probably likes me now. I'm hoping. I don't really care. But Scout says, Mickey, congrats on your success. Full service is badass. Sure. I mean, Mickey is very talented. He really is. He's a talented individual. We know you work for Disney, Mickey. This isn't news to us. Who said that? I can't read that. Oh, Vibe said that. Okay. Murray, I was wearing gear, so no injuries. Okay, but rode off wheel. So the wheel was trashed. Mickey says, one day I'll work for Disney, but for now it's just an advertising and film company. Well, it seems to be doing well for you, so that's good. Sijic says, I heard Disney is a drooling company to work for. Drooling? Well, they're definitely very woke, right? They're all about woke, for sure. The governor down here, Ron DeSantis, and Disney have been butting heads for a couple of years. It's getting a little ugly. Well, it's been ugly for a long time, actually. So, okay. So Mickey says, I work for a larger company now. It's a global TV film company. Okay, cool. All right. I didn't know that. Awesome. Vibe says to Mickey, do you see EUCs hitting Hollywood anytime soon? I see it in India. It's been placed in a movie. I saw I can't remember if it was a show or something I saw where someone was riding an EUC through it. What the hell was it? Oh, Halo. That series on Paramount Plus. I love it. I love Halo, by the way. But there was an episode where they showed someone with an EUC riding through the background in Halo, which is based in the future. I thought that was kind of cool. Scout says, Begode Falcon might be the perfect Venezuelan mugger wheel in Manhattan. What? Is there something about Venezuelan muggers that I don't know about? I don't know. I've never heard that muggers were predominantly Venezuelan. Maybe Scout knows something. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think about the Falcon, Mickey? $1,600. What is it? Is it a 12-inch? It's 12-inch, right? It's 12-inch wheel, I think, with suspension. I don't know. What do you think about that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, in concept, I like it. I don't like that they're using Opsum as their primary person to introduce the wheel, but, you know, whatever. Good for her, I guess. Murray says, it was the night on road. Took almost an hour to find the wheel with 80 yards from crash site. Oh, that's pretty far. Wow. Mickey says, yeah, wheels, they keep popping up in commercials and TV shows. Like I said, I saw it in Halo. Mickey says, there's a famous Liberty Mutual commercial that makes fun of EUC riders. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like where the guy goes over the railing. I saw that one, too. I did see that. Scout says, Venezuela opened up their prisons and sent them to Manhattan. Is that true? What? They specifically sent them to Manhattan? Really? I did not hear that. Is that true? I mean, again, I will defer to Mickey to validate the truthfulness of that statement. I did not hear about that. Vibes. No, yeah, yes. It's based on Halo the video game, but there is a series on Paramount Plus based on Halo the video game. There's 2 seasons. They're in the middle of season 2. It's great. I mean, if you like sci-fi and stuff, it's great. Now, if you don't have Paramount Plus, I mean, contact me. I'll give you my sign-on, I guess. But no, it's really good. I really, really like it. I haven't seen the most recent episode, but it's really, really good. Halo. You would like it. Well, maybe you would. I like it somehow. Maybe you would. I don't know. Vibe says that Liberty Mutual commercial was epic. Mickey says the Scout, it's likely referencing the crazy illegal immigrant influx here in NYC and rising crime. Really? So there's been a larger than normal influx of immigrants in NYC? Really? Okay. I had not heard about that. And a subsequent rise in crime. Well, that's too bad. It's all the Venezuelans, according to Scott, or the Scout. Movie titles, Johnny B. Goad, King Kong's KingSong. There you go. Vibe says, every time it came on, people would look at me like, hey, that's the thing you write. Oh, the Liberty Mutual commercial? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, well, Vibes, if you watch Halo, you will eventually get to the episode where you see it in the background. Halo's good. It's really good. It really is. Are these porn titles? Yeah. I don't know, Scout. Are they? I hope not. Mickey says there are more illegals here than homeless people. Is really interesting. Huh, okay. I mean, Florida obviously has a lot of illegal immigrants as well, working in the construction and like lawn maintenance, landscaping industries primarily. But I did not hear that New York City was getting hammered with that as well. Interesting. Vibe says, yes, Duff. There are illegal immigrants all over New York. Okay. It's a long way to go. I mean, Florida's a little closer. I mean, Texas obviously is really close. My sister lives in Texas. It's all kinds of people from many different countries, but an African slum popped up in Bedstew. That's probably a typo. It was wild. Bedstew. What's Bedstew? Ryan Hollister. I swear, Upload Season 2 on Amazon had an EUC in one. Upload Season 2. Again, that's probably a typo. Had an EUC in one episode. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me. Scout says enough illegals that organized gangs are reorganizing in NYC. Dude, man, that's rough, man. So they're getting these gangs are like getting on PEVs and like robbing people. Is that what you heard, Scout? That's scary shit. I mean, maybe either Vibes or Tommy, or Vibes or Mickey knows more about this. They are being bussed into New York by the thousands. What? What? So they're being busted in New York and just being left on the streets like they have no housing. They're just dropped off the bus and they're free to find their way. Is that serious? Are you serious, Tommy? That sounds less than ideal. Wow. Okay. Well, I can't say that that's happening in Naples, so I guess I'm glad where I'm at. Wow, that's interesting. Shit. Ryan says, Rian, it's probably Rian, I guess. The show is called Upload, and on Amazon. Okay, I haven't heard of that one. I'll check it out. Mickey, the local government is giving them free free housing, food, and credit cards. What? What? Oh shit. Okay. I did not know this. And credit cards. The local populace is pretty enraged, especially those in lower socioeconomic classes. What? Oh my God. Man, I don't want to make it a political discussion, but that sounds ridiculous. Oh my God. Wow. No, I did not know that. Scout says the gangs are on mopeds for now. What's next? They're going to go from mopeds to motorcycles to Hummers? Is that what's going to happen? Oh my God, to Escalades maybe? Wow. Scout says Duff is out of the loop. Yeah, evidently. I live down here in boring Naples. I did not know that was going on. That would aggravate me for sure. Mickey says, yes, they're on mopeds. That cracks me up. Doing drive-bys, shootings on mopeds? What? What? Wait, I gotta back it. What? Are you serious? Sounds insane, but it's real. People are driving mopeds and doing drive-by shootings on mopeds. What the fuck is going on, man? That's, oh my God. And the world is so screwed, man. It's so screwed. It's so screwed. Oh my God. Scout, NYPD confiscate mopeds in front of immigrant hotels to curtail the moped organized crime. Mopeds, really? Mopeds, wow. I mean, do they ever jump on like bird scooters and stuff too? Or the bikes that they rent in New York City, whatever those bikes are called? Oh my God, dude. I'm so glad I don't live in New York City. Oh my God. Vibe says, bust into New York. They house them in shelters and hotels and give them prepaid dollars. It's a new thing that's been happening in New York. Oh my God. What the, I mean, that sounds like something you would do in California, right? Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh my God. Green Wave, why would anyone be upset about criminals from South America getting the housing and prepaid cards? Yeah, that's a good question, right? Mickey, they're literally kicked kids out of public schools to house these immigrants. I just have to exhale. I just have to exhale because this sounds insane to me. Oh my God. Vibe says, the worst thing I can say about the migrant crisis is that not one of them knows how to ride an EUC. Oh, there you go. If you can ride, you can stay. That's true. Just imagine if they all start to ride that. Oh, wow, man. That'd be terrible, right? Scout says, EUC is the ultimate South American street gang and mugger vehicle. I mean, it's not a funny situation, but it just sounds funny to read this back. I'm sorry. Mugger vehicle. Okay. You can rob old ladies or banks and then jump onto the subway. True, I guess. Oh my God. Parents are yeah, I'm sure. Well, I know. Well, Mickey, you have 3 kids, right? I'm sure you are not happy about that. Vibes. Facts. Mopeds are scary as F in NYC. If one pulls up on me, I may as well be a tank. I'm out of there. I mean, you understand why that sounds so crazy to me. Or I mean, no one rides a moped in Naples. I mean, India, there's a lot of mopeds in India, but I did not know the mopeds were like a criminal element in New York City. Oh my God, I'm learning so much. Scout says, the traffic cop mayor of NYC thought welcoming illegals would propel him to the White House. What? Somehow, what? But it backfired bigly. Are you serious? What the hell is wrong with people, man? Vibes, yes. They sent kids home to be home. Oh, Vibes has a bunch of kids too. Sent kids home to be schooled when they turned a school into a migrant shelter. They only reopened the school months later after backlash. Wild times. Wow. Jeez. Lesson learned, don't move to New York City. Oh my God. Mickey says, oh yeah, our mayor messed up big time. He's about to be indicted for corruption of the highest order. Really? Okay, great. Oh my God. Scout says, EUCs are silent but deadly. Sneak up from behind with street tire and cool running, no fan wheel, and it's over. Oh my God, Scout. This is fucking unbelievable. Okay. Mickey says he thought he'd go hard left. The mayor. But the FBI has been raiding his employees' homes and offices. Oh, yeah, why? What did he do? What did he do that he's getting indicted for? Vibe says, LOL, Duff is learning NYC and street smarts. Yeah, I'll be sure to avoid mopeds next time I'm in New York City. Next time he sees that old lady with a moped in Naples, his guard will be up. That's right, man. I'll be running. Green Wave, they prefer to be called neighbors and or newcomers. Okay. Murray, I hope you don't have any of this going on in Australia. They ride past people and snatch phones and bags. They use bikes too. Soon EUC, I bet. Wow. We're preparing Duff for the streets. Yeah, well, I mean, riding the streets of Miami was interesting, but there was no moped gangs that I saw. I mean, obviously there's a lot of immigrants in Miami, but no, I had none of these issues. Thankfully, I'm very glad to not have these issues. So the mayor is indicted for money laundering and racketeering. Oh, good. Well, those are solid charges. That's great. Oh my God. Scout, the traffic cop's Asian outreach lady offered a carpenter a city job in exchange for renovating her house. She works for the CCP or something. Oh. CCP? What, the Russian police? The CCP? Are you serious? Or is that the Russian Secret Service, CCP? Wow, you can't make this stuff up. Scout says traffic cop has an IQ of, say, about 87. That's not very high. Oh, the Chinese Communist Party. Okay. Oh, okay, good. Well, that's even better. Why do you think the CCP was Russian? I don't know. It's 11:22 p.m. It's 11:22 p.m. When I started streaming, my phone was at full charge, and it's now at like 25%. Mickey says, the only way to end this funny convo is to just jokingly drop the phrase, Trump 2024. Yeah, that's the answer. That's the answer. All right, Mickey. That's the answer. Oh my God. This country is such a mess. Oh my God, it's such a mess. But I don't worry about it. Much like I used to worry about what other people did in the EUCs, I don't worry about things I can't control anymore because there's no point. Scout says NYC voted to become Nueva Tijuana. Is that a joke or is that serious? Hopefully it's a joke. Scout, I would hope it's a joke. But you never know. I mean, you guys have told me so many things I was not aware of. Wait, oh, dead serious? What? Okay, Mickey's off the bed. Yeah, me too, buddy. Weight training in the morning. Good, man. Like I said, Mickey, you have an invite. You want to come to Florida? I got a place for you. So just think about it. And I think I'm going to check out because this went on probably about 2.5 hours more than I anticipated. Yeah, so appreciate everyone that checked in. That's all I have for now. And until next time, thanks NYC guys for popping in. And until next time, Duffman out. Ethereum's below 3,700. Keep that in mind.